was wondering this weather if they were gonna wear all black.
Mic check. Mic check. Test. Mic check. 1, 2. Test. Mic check. 1, 2.
Wendy's. If GVSU wins, fans can receive a free Frosty at the Allendale Wendy's on Monday. University of Michigan Health West is here to help you stay in the game. No matter what kind of athlete you are, the Regents Premier Sports Medicine Program is here to help you stay on the move. With decades of experience in sports medicine care at 5 of our health centers, our team of highly skilled physicians, physical therapists, and athletic trainers provide treatments for injuries, joint pain, or whatever is holding you back. University of Michigan Health West is the official sports medicine provider of GVSU Athletics. More at ufmhealthwest.org/locations. Fans, at this time, we'd like to say thank you to our presenting sponsor, PNC Bank. PNC Bank, predictable banking, helps you focus on the fun.
If you are tuned in for Davenport football, we're about 15 minutes away from starting our broadcast, 15 minutes away from Davenport versus Grand Valley here on DUPanthers.com. Stay tuned.
GBSU is committed to giving you the best game day experience in the country, and we want all Laker fans to have a positive experience. While visiting Lubbers Stadium, if you experience or observe an issue needing a fix, such as a disorderly fan, a broken sink, safety issue, please text GBPD dispatch at 616-331-3255. We will work to respond to that incident.
Feeling stressed, anxious, overwhelmed, it happens. At Grand Valley, you have a whole team behind you. University.
Don't miss your chance to be part of the actions. Here are your seats for upcoming GBSU volleyball, soccer, and football home matches. Visit gbsutickets.com and get your tickets today.
Welcome to Boulder Ridge, where every day feels brighter, easier, and yours. Brand new homes starting at $185,000, built for comfort, style, and your budget. Hidden away only 2 miles from GBSU. These homes are perfect for starting fresh, downsizing, or simply enjoying a new chapter in your life. Your new home is here. Available now. BoulderRidgeAndAllendale.com. Affordable, modern, yours.
nation. Let's hear it for incredible GVSU faculty and staff, foundation of our university. Today, we proudly recognize their impact on our campus and in our community. Please direct your attention to midfield, where Gabe Pena, director of Trio SSS Classic, will deliver today's game ball. This special presentation is made possible by Andy Steensma Insurance Agency. Insurance for educators.
Good afternoon, Allendale. What a beautiful day for a game, right? No sweatshirts required on this first weekend of October. We're tracking more temps for the game. Kickoff temps in the mid-80s. Halftime temps right around the low to mid-80s. Hitting by later tonight as we wrapping up. We'll still see temperatures in the upper 70s. Sunset coming up right around 7:20 tonight. We'll have light rains as well. Beautiful night for some football here at Lubbers Stadium.
Welcome to Lubbers Stadium for Family Weekend. Let's hear it for our Laker families. Honorary group of today's game presented by Chick-fil-A. Stop by Chick-fil-A concession stand at the North and South Concourse and the Walker location on Lake Michigan Drive.
Davenport football is on the air live from Lubbers Stadium on the campus of Grand Valley State University in Allendale, Michigan. It's the Davenport Panthers taking on the Grand Valley State Lakers in a GLIAC Saturday afternoon matchup. Hello, everyone. I'm Rick Berkey alongside with my partner Bill Rohn to call the Panthers' second league action of the season. Davenport 1-0 in conference play, 2-1 overall. Meanwhile, Grand Valley State, this will be their conference opener. They are 2-1 overall as well. And Bill, as we we'll talk about the games and the teams, but before we do that, the number one item I think that's on everybody's top of mind right now is the weather. I mean, it is October 4th, and it feels like August 4th, very much here.
Good to be with you, Rick Berkey. Unbelievable weather today. There are, not like I would watch, but a ton of co-eds out sunning themselves on one end of the end zone. 84 degrees at kickoff, moments away, but it's going to get down to 82 by the end of the game.
And as we look at the GLIAC standings, we're proud to go into this game saying for the first time in school history in football, your first place Davenport Panthers take the field today.
You bet. We are. We've only played 3 games, but we're 1-0 in the conference. And if we could get our first ever win against Grand Valley today, we'd stay there. Let's see what happens.
Grand Valley's gotten the better of it, and Davenport has been more competitive at home, 24-7 last year in a game that was oddly scoreless in the second half for both teams. But here in Allendale, it's been very one-sided in favor of the host and nationally ranked GVSU Lakers. Davenport winning its opener in Erie, Pennsylvania against Gannon University 21-12 before falling in an overtime thriller in Missouri to Truman State 28-27 in OT, coming back with that league win September 20th against Northern Michigan up in Marquette, winning 35-16. Game that had a number of highlights, including Trey Harris setting two school records. Panthers getting a blocked punt and a touchdown from Kevin Underwood to key that game as well. And so they've got a little bit of momentum. Unfortunately, they lost a home game. They didn't lose the game, but they lost the game being played when Lincoln, California was supposed to come to Davenport on Thursday, September 25th for what was supposed to be the home opener, and they just canceled out. They canceled it, Bill, like it was a dinner meeting. They called on Monday and said, oh, by the way, we're not coming.
Wow.
And, yeah.
We need a little more money or something to get here. It's expensive to fly, but it's just not right to cancel a game like that. Both teams, as a result, Grand Valley was off last week. Both teams come into this one with a week of rest.
Davenport will have the home schedule on their side, though, after today, starting next week with the home opener, and I'm confident Michigan Tech will show up. I'm confident of that. Michigan Tech, it's actually homecoming, 2 o'clock game 1 week from today at home. Davenport will be home for 5 of the final 6 games. Home next Saturday against Michigan Tech, and then at Wayne State the following Saturday. You and I and Mark will make the trip over to Detroit, then finish up with 4 back-to-back home games, 4, count them 4, so 5 of the next 6 at home to the friendly confines. Very welcome relief for your Panthers.
It'll be nice to be home, as you say, and I haven't seen you in a while. So it's good to get together and do this. One of the things I always like about this game, Grand Valley and Davenport, is even though Davenport hadn't done very well, down 0-7 lifetime, so to speak, the Panthers always show up with a kind of a chip on their shoulder for this game. Results-wise, Grand Valley has been our bigger brother, but Davenport always plays feisty in these games, and we'll see if they do it today.
As we look out at the crowd coming in, and again, it was a massive crowd, major traffic issues. If you're listening to us out and about, especially if you're on Lake Michigan Drive, just be patient. We'll get you in here eventually. I expect a late arriving crowd. This game has some historical significance for you, Bill Rohn, very much so.
Yeah, I'm a Grand Valley grad, class of 76. So fall of 75 is my senior year. I am editor of the student newspaper, and 50 years ago this fall, I am covering the then fledgling, I think it was 4th year Grand Valley program. I was a huge Laker fan. We didn't win much back then. We used to get beat by schools like what was then known as Grand Rapids Junior College. They don't even play any football anymore. But yeah, you wonder sometimes, so what's 50 years like? Well, I kind of got to wake up today because 50 years ago I was a senior here covering their football team. A lot has changed, Rick Berkey. I think the only thing that's still here is the visiting stands, but we used to be on a hillside, and now they regularly draw crowds of 12 to 14,000 a game. Grand Valley is the number one. They have been for like 13 years in a row. Number one draw at home in Division II football. Small crowd so far today. I think they're getting sunscreen on back at their cars, but they always draw well.
Well, it is a sellout crowd here today, Bill, and that's something that doesn't happen very often. Let's pause for our Star Spangled Banner played by the GVSU Marching Band. always, an excellent job of our national anthem played by the GBSU Marching Band. Bill, let's take a look at the GLIAC. What else is going on around the league this afternoon on this gorgeous day? It's beautiful pretty much everywhere you look in Michigan.
Yeah, you bet, Rick. We start at 4 p.m., just moments away, but there are 3 games already underway, and we'll probably be able to give you final scores at halftime. Up over at Wayne State in Detroit, Michigan Tech leads Wayne State 41-24 in the third quarter or fourth quarter. That was a 1 p.m. kickoff. Northern Michigan trails Saginaw Valley at Saginaw Valley at halftime, 24-3. And the big conference bully on a day when Grand Valley is out of town, the Ferris State Bulldogs, they lead Roosevelt University in a game being played in the Chicago area, 42-0 at halftime.
So Ferris State ranked number 1 in the nation with good reason. They have earned that moniker, won 3 of the last 4 national titles, and Coach Tony and his squad looking very powerful once again, undefeated on this early start so far for the 2025 campaign. A rare 4 o'clock start here, Bill. Talking with some of the folks here, they decided they want to change things up a little bit. They usually play night games until you get later in the season, then they go to 1 o'clock afternoon games, and they decided that let's try something a little different here. It's family day here today. As we said, it is a sellout crowd, although right now, again, it's going to change, but right now I would say it's the smallest sellout crowd I've ever seen. They're just simply, again, people had a heck of a time getting onto the campus, getting to the parking lots, and now they're making their way over to the stadium here. But they decided they didn't want to do a night game, didn't want to do a 1 o'clock game. They said, let's split the difference and go at 4 o'clock and see how that works. And I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I got here about 2 hours ago, and there were certainly enough cars to give you the feeling there would be a sellout. And again, we look across at the visiting stands where we will see how well Davenport travels today. Some call this the crosstown showdown. 23 miles separate these schools, but there are also a ton of kids sitting in the end zone facing that southern sun and getting a little more tan. If you look at the Grand Valley student section, only the diehards are there. The tanners are all on the opposite side of the field.
Over the years, they have put a lot of money into this facility and upgrades, and they've got a beautiful new suite area with an elevator down in the left corner just beyond our extended vision from our press box. We are on the main level, sitting right behind the home stands. So we'll have a direct look at the visitors bench and the Panthers coming in right now. All right, you gave the schedule there for that.
Gave you some scores. We have, if you're interested, Rick, a tail of the tape coming in. Let's look at some statistical comparisons. Grand Valley, each team having played 3 games so far. Grand Valley comes in averaging 36 points a game. They've been giving up 21 a game, which surprises me as good as they are. A little bit higher defensive numbers than normal for the Lakers. Davenport has been scoring 28 a game and giving up 17. Interesting total offense average. Grand Valley averages 374 yards a game and Davenport 371. So look how close that is. As far as what the defenses are giving up, Davenport in the first 3 has given up 350 yards a game combined rushing and passing to its opponents. Grand Valley has given up 310 yards a game. Just a couple last ones, Rick. Grand Valley is averaging only 110 a game rushing. That's unusual, too, for the Lakers. Davenport at a robust 183. And we know Coach Sparky always wants to get as close to 200 yards a game rushing. They are out rushing Grand Valley 183 to 110, coming in a little bit different passing. Grand Valley with 264 a game, Davenport with 188. And then there is fans of last year's team will remember Myron Harris the Wayne State transfer who set numerous career rushing records. Well, he graduated, but the good news is he sent his younger brother Cephas, who now plays for the Panthers. Cephas has been outstanding, actually currently ranking number 1 in the nation in scoring among D2 running backs. Very quickly, Rick, in Davenport's win over Northern Michigan, Cephas was Offensive Player of the Week, getting that recognition after establishing 2 school records. The first was DU's longest rushing TD ever with an 80-yard touchdown against Northern Michigan. In addition, Cephas ran for 171 yards on only 11 carries in that game to break big brother Myron's prior DU single game rushing record. Davenport's defense has also excelled so far. Keep your eye on Latrell Scott, or your ears open, second on the team in tackles last year, currently leads the team with 20 solo tackles and 29 overall in 3 games. And then there's Davenport's special teams contingent. They've already blocked 3 kicks. That ranks first in the GLIAC, 6th in all of Division II. What about the Lakers real quick?
Go ahead, we got time.
Yeah, it's been same old for them, setting their recent loss to Pittsburgh State aside. The Lakers rank 10th nationally in the coaches poll, 14th in the media poll. They've been paced. We talked a second ago about their passing stats. They've been paced by a redshirt freshman quarterback, Andrew Schuster from Chippewa Valley on the eastern side of the state, averaging 264 passing a game, completing just over 66% of his passes. Among his key targets, Kellen Reed, who's been getting 56 yards a game in receptions. And you may have to help me with the pronunciation. The Laker ground game has been paced by a guy whose first name I think is Sion Uzma Harper. Carried the ball 24 times, averaging 5.5 yards a carry. As to overall GLIAC play, 5 out of 6 teams lost last week in the GLIAC. Ferris State, the only conference winner, beating Rio Grande in Ohio, actually located in Ohio and pronounced Rio Grande, 76-0. And as we mentioned, they lead 42-0 at halftime today. Tony Anise just not calling the kids off, explaining why Ferris is ranked number 1 in Division II as defending national champions. Overall records, Ferris currently 4-0. Michigan Tech, you mentioned. Davenport welcomes them next week. They're 3-1. So next week's game is going to be a tough one. Wayne State and Northern each winless in 4. And that kind of wraps up a little of our pregame, Rick. Now we get a chance to see whether Davenport can get its first win ever over Grand Valley. That kickoff just moments away. 4 o'clock game. I got 4:03. Let's go, refs. Get the show on the road, huh?
Grand Valley won the toss, Bill, and they deferred their choice to the second half, so DU will receive the opening kickoff. See if we can get off to a good start with that football right away. Quarterback Dwan Mathis, you mentioned Cephas, I call him Trey. Should mention that again, he's technically Cephas Harris III, that's why family members call him Trey. Coming off those record-breaking performances, is averaging over 8.5 yards a game on the carry. Davenport's got the all-white uniforms to our delight with the dark numerals, black numerals with red trim around it, white helmets. GVSU in the all blue pants, blue jerseys, and white numerals and black helmets that we're so familiar with here. GVSU will kick it away. Matthew Basic's got it teed up. Davenport will be going left to right to start this one. We hope you've got the popcorn pop. We'll try to call it as close as we can to as they're playing it here on the field. A little bit of a breeze coming across to the delight of the fans. GVSU puts the dangerous George Sims back on the goal line in single receiving area. Basic, 8 touchbacks and 1 out of bounds kick so far. We are about ready to go. Davenport football ready to rock here. See if George, who averages 25 yards per return, can give Davenport good starting position. High kick, and it's a good one. He'll go back and watch it go over his head and into the end zone, out of the end zone on the fly. I thought that wind, Bill, was a crosswind, but as I look at it now, it's kind of going more right to left than directly across.
Yeah, not quite enough of it. Get a little breeze now.
Yeah, to our delight in our hot, stuffy press box. But again, they've got a nice accommodations for us. DU will start with the football on the 20-yard line. Trey Harris in the backfield behind Dewan, or actually adjacent to Dewan Mathis, 2 right, 1 to left on first down. Crowd still filing in here, but again, it's a sellout crowd, but they're not in here so far. Give to Harris left side. No, it's going to be kept by Mathis. He's got a break across the 30, 35. He dives forward for a first down. Good keep by Dewan Mathis. He's rushed for 76 yards coming in. He got over 10 there, Bill, and a first down.
Yeah, just a quick fake off tackle left to Cephas Harris kept the ball. Grand Valley chasing the speedster for Davenport, and easy gain.
Yeah, you were commenting, Bill. I don't think we've seen these uniforms before. They are a bright white. 1st and 10 to give to Trey Harris, running wide to the right, cuts inside, and he breaks one tackle, breaks another, but then there's plenty of pursuit help. There were all kinds of Lakers there running him down for a very minimal gain. I guess this is the first time, Bill, that we've worn white helmets with the white jerseys.
Yeah,
so.
It just looks like a different team out there.
Trey did fight his way for about a 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7 for DU. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. 1 receiver slot right on first down. Back. No, he's going to go back to pass, looking downfield. There's all kinds of contact over there. Caught for the first down, but I don't think it's going to count. He made the catch, but I think he went out of bounds. A helmet, the hat came off.
They're placing it. Now they're talking about whether he was out of bounds or not.
But was he forced out? That's the question. He did go out of bounds. The question, was he forced out? And I think they're going to say he was forced out. That catch will stand.
There's a lot of jockeying with the defender. And to your point, Mr. Berkey, I think defender pushed him out. Another first down for the Panthers.
So 2 quick first downs for DU. They've got the ball at the 46-yard line of GVSU. Opening drive of the ball game here on this gorgeous yet hot Saturday afternoon in Allendale. Give to Trey right side. No, it's going to be kept by Mathis again. Around the left side, he'll slide forward. Takes a little bit of a hit. Got about 3 before he went down. The ball spotted where he begins his slide.
Again, Mathis using Cephas Harris as his decoy and then going the other way after snatching that ball out of his belly.
Second down and 7 for Davenport, which sends 2 receivers to the right. Man in motion left. They'll give to Trey off the left side. Got a hole across the 40 to the 37, 36. And falls forward. He's close to the first down. Good hard effort that time by Trey Harris. Mentioned now he's over 400 yards on the season, 8.5 yards per carry and 8 touchdowns. Among the national leaders in both those categories. He had an 80-yard touchdown run. They're going to give him the first down, Bill.
Yeah, officials move the chains.
Panther offense clicking here initially. Keontae Nixon splits out wide to the right, the Panthers' top receiver.
Ball on the 36.
He's got 9 catches on the year, does Keontae. George Sims, his second, was 7. Give to Trey right side, got a hole, 35. Plows forward to the 31. Keeps the legs driving across the 30, about the 29-yard line. Good second effort, gets him about 7 on first down.
You notice how he keeps his feet moving, Rick. Tackle there by Sean Bird for Grand Valley, but I think he may have hurt his shoulder.
Well, we hold our breath when that happens.
He comes off.
Caden Collins, a more than capable running back that takes his place in the lineup. We'll keep an eye on him over on the sideline. Second down and 3 for Davenport at the Grand Valley State 29-yard line. Dwan Mathis gives it left to Caden Collins. He's got the first down across the 25 to the 22, maybe the 21-yard line. Caden Collins out of Canoga Park, California, 6 foot, 180-pound junior, 60 yards on the season coming in. He's also caught 5 balls out of the backfield, but give him a first down and DU a first down at the 17-yard line in the red zone, actually at the 22-yard line, not quite to the red zone for Davenport.
He just squirted up the middle.
2 receivers to the left on 1st and 10 for DU. Ball between the hash marks. Left to right go the Panthers in the opening quarter. Give to Caden Collins, right side, cuts inside the 20 to the 15, breaks a tackle to the 14, maybe the 13. Good hard running by Caden Collins, and he's in a perfect spot, Bill. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for DU at the 13-yard line.
Tackle by Jason Hardy. They're just blowing Grand Valley off the ball or opening up big seams.
And good to see Trey Harris back in there, just out briefly. So not injured too badly. 2nd down and 1. Offensive coordinator Devin Russell's got options here. He doesn't have to necessarily run the ball on 2nd and 1. Man in motion. Give to Trey, right side. Got the first down. He keeps the legs driving down inside the 10. 1st and goal, DU. They'll say his knee goes down right at the 10. So I don't know if they can get a first down or not. They cannot. It is 1st and goal right at the 10-yard line for DU. Opening drive. Panthers took the opening kickoff. It was a touchback. They started at the 20. They've been moving it right across there now. Over 5 minutes on this drive. Knocking out the first downs.
They're just crumpling the Grand Valley defensive line. That time just knocking the right side down.
Empty backfield now for Dwan Mathis out of Romulus, Michigan. Jet sweep to Caden Collins, running wide to the 10, to the 5, to the 2, to the 1. Touchdown, Davenport! Caden Collins takes it in for his first Panther touchdown of the season, and DU draws first blood.
Rick, Dwan Mathis handed that ball off and then just put his hands up in the air to signal touchdown when the running back was still 8 yards away. Again, they're just crumpling the edges of the Grand Valley defense, and Mathis knew a touchdown when he saw it. 6-0 Davenport, extra point try right down the middle.
Jenkins boots it right up and through. It's 7-0 DU. Bill, could you have had a better start for the Panthers?
No, keep the chip on your shoulder, guys. Really just a tremendous drive. Clock says 9:25, so they ate nearly 6 minutes. I don't think they had a single play for a loss.
And did they get did they even get to a 3rd down? I'm trying to remember that.
I'm not sure that they didn't. There was one time when the officials said, nah, move the chains. Just all 1sts and 2nds. And the other thing, Rick, is did we throw it? I don't think we had to.
We had the one pass that he went out of bounds. He was forced out, and it came back in, so that counted.
Otherwise, just ran him over.
So Davenport draws first blood, 10-0 on the 10-yard touchdown dash by Caden Collins. San Jose State transfer, a 6 foot, 180-pound junior, gets on the board, as do the Panthers. Now they'll boot it away. Caden Pulaski will tee it up after the lengthy media delays. You can prepare for that right now. They take full TV timeouts throughout the game here, so we'll have plenty of time in between scores and change of possessions.
That was a 10-play drive. 9 rushes, 1 pass, all success.
Collins picked up 26 yards on 3 carries. Trey Harris, 21 yards on 4 carries. Dwan Mathis ran twice for 15 yards. As you said, that lone pass attempt was a completion to Keontae Nixon for 13 yards and a first down. Caden Pulaski will tee it up. Keep an eye on Kellen Reed. He's a dangerous one along with Lynn Weichel. Weichel on the near side. And there's a kick by Pulaski. Weichel will come up. It's an onside kick. And it's recovered by Grand Valley State.
That was a little line drive.
A line drive, yeah. He tried to get a carom off the front man. I like that. I think the team should do more of that.
Yeah, I think it went to the second line through there, picked up by a linebacker, Keegan Sell for Grand Valley. Only bad news there is Grand Valley starts with the ball at midfield. Actually, they are on their own 49, make it.
Andrew Schuster, the starting quarterback. Their top runner is Sion Uzma Harper. He's in the backfield just adjacent in that pistol formation. Uzma Harper will take the hand. No, he's going to go back to pass. He'll throw it over the middle, and it is caught for the first down across the 35 near the 31-yard line. A bullet pass, pretty good coverage there, but it was grabbed over there by Sean Bird, the sophomore out of Flint. Defender right with him, Bill, but the pass was perfect.
Yeah, it was. Defender all over the back of the receiver. Ball just too well thrown by a, again, redshirt freshman who's been hitting 66% of his passes coming in today.
They move Uzma Harper over to the left on 1st and 10 for the Lakers. A triple clap situation. Now they will fake the Uzma Harper, flip it out here. It's caught on the behind the backfield. Nice grab there by Weishel, but he's brought down very quickly. Nice open field tackle, I believe by Xavier Marquez for DU. Give him 4, 2nd down and 6 for the Lakers. 7-0 Davenport. We played about a little over 6.5 minutes. Schuster looks over the defense. He'll drop back to pass again. He's going to go deep down the left corner, and that ball is caught for the touchdown. Nearly picked off, but it's grabbed by Sean Bird, and GV counters with a quick touchdown.
The defensive back fell down at the last second on the 3-yard line. And the receiver was just standing there. Ball hitting him in the chest. Then he kind of backward danced into the end zone. I thought maybe we see a replay now. Possibly the receiver gets his heel. No, he doesn't. Tight ropes it backward after beating the defensive back. So 7-6 and the extra point is good for Grand Valley. Tie game 7-all. 7:59 remaining on the first quarter clock.
Well, the only thing hotter than the temperature right now, Bill, are the two offenses.
Yeah.
They both marched down relatively easily into the end zone, and we're tied at 7. We played less than half of the first quarter.
I thought that play was a little bit fluky. Ball was thrown perfectly, but I thought that Davenport's defender was going to pick it off.
I did too.
And then down he went.
While you're here, Lubbers, simply open your Chick-fil-A One app with your location services on. And you'll instantly receive
Sean Bird is surprised as anybody that he caught that ball. He really just walked backward, kind of on his heels into the end zone.
51-yard drive all through the air, 3 quick passes. 2 to Bird, including the touchdown of 28.
And in some ways, the opening drives have paralleled what the teams have emphasized. Davenport averaging 183 a game on the ground, and they ran it in. Grand Valley with their freshman star quarterback throwing so well, and they threw it in.
Now times have changed. Yeah, they tend to make their living on the ground through the years, but you got a young man with a high percentage completing 2/3 of his passes, is what Schuster's doing. Take advantage of it. Now DU will get the ball back in a 7-7 tie.
Schuster 3 for 3 on that drive, his longest pass, the 28-yarder.
deep for Davenport, number 9, George Sims, teeing up the pigskin for your Lakers. Number 38 is Matthew Basic.
George Sims is deep as Basic tees it up. He booted it well out of the end zone in the opening kickoff of the game.
And I think the crowd has arrived, Rick. Look across at the visiting side. Home stands are packed. Visiting stands about 80% full.
This one is high and also deep, and that'll also go through the end zone and almost through the goalpost.
Football goes into the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback, D will get it back, 7-7 tie. 62-yard drive for Davenport to start, resulting in a touchdown, and the resulting 51-yard counter by the Lakers, and we're tied at 7 with 7:59 to go in this first quarter.
Don't want to be greedy, Rick, but if you're Coach Sparky, you want another long run-dominated drive.
Mac Vandenhout in there at quarterback now. I don't know if DeJuan Mathis got nicked up or what, but this is part of the plan. Give to Trey Harris off the left side. He got a seam across the 25-30. Trey to the 35. He's got a first down. And he rolls towards the sideline at about the 39-yard line.
Yeah, we got to look across and see if we can find Mathis.
Again, he was in there and he just handed the ball off for that last touchdown. I don't recall him being hit at all. Trey Harris checks out. Caden Collins comes in. But they keep Caden split out to the left. Turi to the left. Caden out to the left along with Ernest Sanders. George Sims out to the right. On 1st and 10. Rockford native Mac Vandenhout will give it on the jet sweep, running wide to the right. This is Collins to the 40, to the 45, and to the 47-yard line before he's hammered down. Nice jet sweep that time from Caden Collins. He's a threat to rush it and receive it. That was a jet sweep carry. Give him almost 9 on that one. Second down and a long one for DU.
And you know, Rick, it was clear that there would be room for another good gain when the runner was just taking the ball from the QB.
Mac Vandenhout has thrown just 5 passes in his this year, 2 for 5, 12 yards. Got a couple starts at the end of last year. Played well in relief. Here's the give off the left side, plowing for about a yard and maybe enough for the first down. Right to the midfield stripe. Give it to Caden Collins and give Davenport another first down. Didn't have to get much. Got a yard. Caden Collins gets a high five from his backcourt or backfield mate, Trey Harris, as he trots off. Trey back in there. DU running the ball extremely well. Just one pass, and it was a completion of 13 yards to Keontae Nixon. 7-7 tie, 6 minutes exactly to go in the first quarter. Mac Vandenhout. Back to pass. He's looking. He's going to go long down here for Keontae Nixon, and this is just out of his reach, incomplete.
Nixon got about a 3-foot cushion on his defender, which is plenty. The ball just maybe 3 feet further down the field, over on the sideline at the 18.
Mac Vandenhout, the redshirt sophomore from Rockford, had a fine high school career at Rockford High School. 7-7 tie, 5:52 to go, first quarter. DU with the football right at the midfield stripe, moving it left to right. Mac Vandenhout in relief of starting quarterback DeJuan Mathis for Davenport. Again, we don't know if this was just part of the strategy or if Mathis took a bump somewhere. Empty backfield for Vandenhout, sends Collins in motion. Gives it to him at jet sweep to the left. He cuts at the 50, breaks a tackle to the 45, keeps the legs driving and falls hard forward for about 7-8 yards. Boy, that was a good run, Bill.
Yeah, and there's just plenty of room. Let's give some love to that offensive line. Armani Baskin, 6'3", 300. Adam Sarjo, 6'5", 307. Your center, Chad Thompson, 6 feet, 285. Nevin Summerfield, 6'5", 305 at right guard. And my favorite last name, Zach Slapnicker, 6'6", 315. Davenport's line averages 6'5" and 309.
First third down of the game for either squad. 3rd and 2 for DU. Give off the left side, and Trey's going to be hit for a loss in the backfield. It's going to bring up an interesting decision for Sparky McEwen here, Bill. It's going to be 4th down and about 4 at the Grand Valley 44.
I bet he goes for it. A lot of guys coming on. They might be.
No,
Now they're going to do it.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. 4th and 4. Mac Vanderhout's a threat to run. He's run twice for 13 yards. 4th down and 4. First big play of the game. First 4th down of the game. Vanderhout's got 3 receivers to the right. Long count. Now he stands up and looks over at the bench for the secondary sign. Now he's ready. He's backing up. It's going to be a pooch punt, Bill. Oh, and he didn't get it. He hits it straight up in the air.
Ooh.
But he gets a favorable bounce. Going to roll inside the 30. So for a terrible punt, that's not going to end up too bad, Bill.
Now that ball landed what? It landed behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
then
close
rolled
to it. And then
15.
rolled. Yeah, he got about 15 yards when all was said and done. Maybe even close to 20. 7-7 tie. Grand Valley gets it back. Just over 4 minutes left in this first quarter.
So can we stop the passing attack? Grand Valley going 4 wide on its first play here.
They have altered the quarterback too, Bill.
Yeah.
After Schuster went 3 for 3, Brady Drogosh in at QB. He sends a man in motion on first down, gives it a jet sweep. Now he's going to roll back out. He wants to throw it. Now he's going to keep it across the line of scrimmage, gets about 5, 6, maybe 7, and run out of bounds.
Very strange looking play.
That was. I thought he wanted to do he wanted him to throw the ball.
Looked like a counter to the left side from one of the wide receivers. Then he turned around and ran back to the right and still gained yards.
I think that was Zach Olenizak, who's the number 3 quarterback on the depth chart, that came in. They put him in flanker. He wanted to throw it. Nobody was open, so he kept it and made a nice pickup of about 6. 2nd down and 4 for GVSU. Brady Drogosh sends Olenizak in motion again. He'll run to the right, cuts inside, and he is hit hard. Shy of the lane to gain. What a hit over there by Davenport.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the number, Rick. One of the linebackers coming out of nowhere.
It was D'Angelo Bellamy, the junior out of Oakland, California. What a hit by him. He stopped him a yard and a half short of the line to gain. Let's call it 3rd down and 2, the first 3rd down that Grand Valley has faced.
And wholesale substitutions for Sparky. Probably sensing he's definitely going to see a pass here.
Brady Drogosh, let's call it 3rd and 1 now.
Oh, yeah, they won't. They got 3 guys in the backfield.
3rd and 1 for Drogosh. Tries to draw the defense off. They hold their water. He will give it. No, he's going to keep it. He's hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to be dropped. Oh, there's a penalty marker in the defensive backfield. There's 2 of them. Somebody had 12 guys out there, I think. I hope it wasn't us.
Yeah, Davenport clapping one of the defenders.
It was a great play on the defense, knocking him for a loss on 3rd and 2. Illegal substitution, Davenport. 12 players on the field. Maybe that's why they had so many guys in the backfield.
Well, they had a linebacker go screaming off the field just before the snap, and maybe he didn't make it.
That probably was the situation. 1st and 10 GVSU. Panthers would have forced a punt there if they hadn't had that, because they not only on 4th and 1, they dropped him for about a 3-yard loss. Uzma Harper back in that backfield, adjacent to Drogosh. Drogosh to pass, rolling out to the left, looking. Now he wants to run. He cuts it. He wants to run. He gets by 1 man, but he's hit just across the line of scrimmage for a short gain. Xavier Marquez came up from the defensive backfield, a senior from Norwich, Connecticut, made a nice tackle. Pickup of about 2.5.
Also, nice pressure by Latrell Scott, the leading tackler for Davenport coming in today, in the quarterback's face throughout that play.
2nd down, 7.5 for GV. 7-7 tie. Each team with an impressive touchdown march with their first possession. And if somebody moved on the line there, that'll be a 5-yard march off against GVSU, first penalty of the game.
Yeah, Kenyon Owens, a wide receiver, took a quick step. His punishment, he's coming off the field right now for his chewing out.
I should say that that's the first penalty against Grand Valley. Davenport had the one illegal substitution or illegal 12th man on the field. Moves it back right to the 40-yard line. Second down and 12 for GVSU with 2 receivers to the right. Brady Drogrash gives it to Uzma Harbor. He's got a hole across the middle, across the 45 to the 47, maybe the 48. Sion Uzma Harper on the carry that time.
Kennedy Nelson on the stop along with Xavier Marquez.
133 yards on the season coming in to this one.
Third and 3, Rick.
Third down and 3. See if they go back to Uzma Harper on third and short. They send a man in motion to the left. Back to pass. Quarterback throws it out on the flat. Wide open, caught for the first down, making the catch. Harrison Unger, the tight end, makes his first catch of the game. He's out of Harrison, Michigan. Harrison from Harrison.
D'Angelo Bellamy on the coverage and then on the tackle.
They've got Andrew Schuster, the starting quarterback, back in there now, so both teams have shuffled quarterbacks in and out. They shift the running back over to the slot left, back to pass. Schuster in the pocket. Now he's got room to run. He's going to go up the middle to the 45, 40, slides across near the 36-yard line. Takes a pretty good hit.
Xavier Marquez on the stop.
They'll spot him down at the 37-yard line.
Carlo Abar almost got a hand on him in the backfield there. Schuster slipped away.
Schuster coming in, Bill mentioned 66% passing. Not much of a runner. Rushed for 12 times for a -28. He's been sacked a lot. I think we got Woods in the backfield. Yeah, Derek Woods is now in the backfield adjacent to Schuster. Second down, fake to Woods, back to pass. He'll throw it deep on the sideline, and it's over the head of everybody and out of bounds, incomplete.
Ball just thrown a little high over to the Davenport sideline.
I think they're in 4-down territory unless they lose yardage on this one. Uzma Harper checks back into the backfield now for GVSU on third down. Call it 4. They're right at the Davenport 37-yard line. 7-7 tie. 1 second left. This will be the final play of the first quarter, barring a penalty. They send Sean Bird, their second leading receiver, out wide to the right. The leading receiver, Kellen Reed, is split out to the left. Now they shift Uzma Harper over to the right on third down. Schuster, a long count. We'll give it to Uzma Harper, left side. He's got the first down and more to the 30, 29, and maybe the 28-yard line. Good block on the left side. That'll end the first quarter.
Vincent Cooley with a tackle at the end. And, Rick, end of the quarter, 7-7. Davenport holding its own.
Back with the second quarter here on DUPanthers.com.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Rick Berkey, Bill Rohn at Lubbers Stadium in Grand Valley with a 7-7 tie after one quarter play. Bill will give the first quarter stats in a little bit. We've got a visitor in the press box, Bill. This guy, I'm not sure what kind of critter that is, clawing up my window, but...
I know, that's known as a green bug, Rick, and it's about...
You were a biology major,
pretty much, as much as anything, yeah. The thing is about 2 inches long. By the way, here's your stats. Davenport won the first down battle, 8-5. Davenport 93 yards rushing, Grand Valley 35. Total offense, Davenport 106 to 94 advantage. But one significant stat, Grand Valley 4 for 5 throwing the ball. And Davenport also had 9 minutes possession time, 9.5. Grand Valley 5.5. Here's your second quarter, Rick.
Sion Uzma-Harper, the senior out of North Chicago, in that backfield in that pistol formation on 1st and 10. Grand Valley with the ball at the 29-yard line. He'll give it to Uzma-Harper. It's a reverse. Look out. They've got it wide open for Kellen Reed. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Grand Valley. A reverse to Kellen Reed. He took it home down the left sideline, and the Lakers grabbed the lead for the first time today.
So, Rick, we've seen Grand Valley's quarterbacks keep the ball and head around the end. This time the QB went to the right side, but handed off, flipped it back to the ball carrier going around to the left. And you could tell that was trouble the minute the flip was made, because Davenport's defense all went to the right side of the field. There were only 2 defenders, and one of them was on the goal line when the ball carrier took the ball on about the 20. So 13-7 as we try the extra point.
Matthew Basic out of the hold of Trace Hergich is up and good. She's 2 for 2. And the Lakers draw their first lead 14-7. Bill, let's get some other first quarter numbers while we've got the chance.
Yeah, you bet. We mentioned the total offense, 106 for Davenport to 94 for Grand Valley. What else we have? You know, it was a pretty vanilla, except passing yards also. Grand Valley with 59 on 4 completions and 5 attempts. Davenport only 13. That one pass along the sideline that we talked about, that'll pretty much do it. I am looking at rushing totals. Caden Collins, 45 yards in the first quarter. Trey Harris, as you know him, 6 carries for 35 yards. Mathis 2 for 15, but we haven't seen him for a while. Trying to figure out whether Dwan Mathis got hurt or whether there was just plain a change in strategy, which you wouldn't expect given the fact that Mathis was so effective on his first drive.
Matthew Basic will boot it away. George Sims, 16, Kalen Shaw back to receive. We'll see how much if that wind was a factor. A high kick. It's going to be coming over here to Kalen Shaw. He'll take it at the 22-yard line. Jukes by one man, but there's plenty of pursuit help. He's wrapped up at the 23-yard line. Excellent coverage by the GV special teams there. D will get it back down 14-7 here. We played less than a minute of the second quarter.
Shaw also bent real low, almost like a baseball catcher in fielding that kickoff, and never really got up and got any momentum. So Davenport will start just inside its 24-yard line.
We got to answer, I think, Bill. Dwan Mathis in a quarterback. I think this was just something the coaching staff wanted to do. They wanted to get Mac Vandenhout some well-deserved reps, and Mac didn't look too poorly out there. In motion goes Caden Collins. He'll give it to KC, running wide to the right, cuts back in across the 25, falls for about 3 or 4 to about the 28-yard line. Caden Collins, 6 foot, 180-pound junior, scored the Panthers' touchdown on a 10-yard run around the left end in the first quarter, the first possession of the game. Give him 4 there, 2nd down and 6 for Davenport, moving it right to left. All white uniforms, white pants, white jerseys, and for the first time ever, white helmets for DU to go with this uniform. Black numerals.
Sharp-dressed men out there, Rick.
GV digging in all Laker blue. Blue pants, blue jerseys, except for the helmets, the familiar black helmets of Grand Valley State. Dwan Math, the grad student from Romulus, Michigan, sends one man in motion. Now he sends him back the other way. Pass Mathis. He's being flushed. He's going to be sacked all the way back inside the 20-yard line. Looked like he had protection initially, Bill, but it collapsed out of a number of areas quickly.
Yeah, got to looking back and forth. Torian Wyatt, the linebacker, crashing his way in to make that tackle. Grand Valley used to wear a kind of a really sky blue, Laker blue. Now it's kind of more New York Giant blue. I like the old uniforms, but then I was younger then, and that's a big deal.
3rd down and long for the first time for Davenport, 3rd and 14. They're going to have to call a timeout. The confusion on the play call. Dwan Mathis wasn't quite certain, so not a bad time to take that timeout.
Yeah, the Grand Valley coaches were also a little frantic there. Defensive coordinator just looked like he was getting ready to wrestle somebody.
First sack of the game for either squad.
This is such a cool facility. I see all kinds of people in the front 5 rows with the beautiful plastic chairback seats. Also in, I'll call it Grand Valley blue.
DU huddles over on the far sideline. Siren tells you it's a 3rd down play for Grand Valley's defense. George Sims starts in, then he splits back out wide to the right for Dwan Mathis and company on 3rd down and 14. Might see a design run for Dwan Mathis here. They spread everybody out. Collins goes in motion. Give it to him in the jet sweep, running wide to the 20. Cuts in at the 25, breaks a tackle to the 30. Nice run, but he's going to be short by about 4 yards at the line to gain. Nice run by Collins. It'll be 4th down and 4 in a punting situation for Davenport.
Did you ever notice, Rick, back when you were a quarterback, you used to get under center and do trickeration, handing the ball. Now they go in shotgun, and they just stand there and hand it to a guy going by, or they don't, thereby misleading the defense. But it's, I think you and I could play quarterback the way they do it nowadays.
Alec Woyan to punt it away, averages 37 yards a kit for DU. Good snap, high kick. Not real deep, but he gets a friendly hop down to the 25 and grabbed on the fly there by the return man. He's brought down right at the 20-yard line.
Like to see the work of Najir Finney there. Defensive back getting way down on that punt and finally making the tackle. He was hassling the receiver all the way. Got by his defensive blocker. So Grand Valley will start on its 21. 12:27 on the 2nd quarter clock.
Leading 14-7 on this sweltering October afternoon. We don't use that expression too often.
Yeah, they got it wrong. We said 84 degrees. It's 85, Rick.
What do you think it is on the field where it's going to be warmer?
Yeah, that's why I wouldn't want to be wearing those blue uniforms.
1st and 10 for GVSU. Schuster stays in at quarterback. He'll give it on the delayed handoff off to the right side and nowhere to go for Woods. He's hit in the backfield, but he breaks through. Boy, I thought he was going to be hit for a loss there. They had him surrounded, Bill, and he squirted right through the 2 tacklers, turned into a pretty nice gain all the way out to the 27.
Yeah, I thought Grand Valley had him too. Good penetration by Austin Steef, and then from my vantage point, a couple of Grand Valley guys grabbed him by the jersey and pulled him off the tackler. No flag.
Ended up getting 6 on the play. 2nd down and 4 for GV, left to right, near hash mark. Schuster fakes the handoff, back to pass. He's pressured, he throws it, it's wobbly up there, it's wide up for grabs, and it's incomplete.
I think his arm was hit.
I think it was. Jamar Mills, the linebacker, was the closest one to it, Bill, and if it just wobbled a little bit farther, he would have had a chance at an interception.
Yeah, he was just a little off balance, so he was unable to make that reach.
Speaking of interceptions, Davenport has 3 on the season thus far. Markel Guilford with 2 of them, including a memorable school record 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. Vincent Cooley has the other one. 3rd down and let's call it 3.5, maybe 4. Lakers, the long count. Back to pass. Little flare, flanker screen over here to Bird. He gets by 1 man, but there's plenty of pursuit help. Great stop by DU.
Yeah, that was Michael. No, it wasn't Michael. Jamar Mills.
Kennedy Nelson was there to help wrap up as well. That's going to be 4th down and 3. I'm sure they'll punt the ball. I should say that. I would think they would.
Yeah.
Back at their own 28-yard line.
A lot of guys heading off the field. A lot of guys coming on. And there is a punter.
Trace Hergich, he's a tremendous punter, Bill. Averages just under 50 yards a kick with a long of 64. I hope he gets a hold of it, Bill, because I want to see Asher Gregory, who is a terrific return man, averages 18.5 yards per return, get his hands on it.
Now let's outkick your coverage.
There's the kick. Oh, man, does he hit that a mile. Fair catch called there and made right at the 26-yard line. 44 yards and no return. That's a heck of a punt there for Hergich. But good job by the Davenport defense getting the ball back to their offense.
Punter got that ball way up in the air as well as down the field.
Timeout on the field. We'll check next time we get a chance. We'll check out some quarter scores around the GLIAC. Let's take a quick break. Come back with more on DUPanthers.com. 14-7, Grand Valley leads Davenport.
If I lose, I'll respond with respect.
If I win, I'll back it up with humility.
If I fail, I'll rise up with honor.
Student athletes work hard to be at the top of their game. Don't undo their hard work with poor sportsmanship. Please show respect to student athletes, coaches, officials, and other fans. Respect is the name of the game.
Better, because it has to be.
Davenport gets their hands on the football after a defensive stop, trailing Grand Valley State 14-7.
Got one quick score for you, Rick. Ferris, which had 76 points in its win, 76-0 last week. Well, they're losing their touch. They won only 66-0 in Chicago over Roosevelt.
I knew they were getting complacent.
Yeah,
I knew it.
You see, you rest on your laurels.
About time maybe for Trey Harris to bust one for DU here as they get the ball back 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line. Trey is in the backfield behind Dwan Mathis in that pistol formation. They'll give it to Trey up the middle. Get fight for a couple, keeps the legs driving a little bit more, plows across the 30, about the 31-yard line. You know, one guy's not going to bring him down too often.
No, kind of a rugby scrum there, leading the way for Grand Valley. We'll give that to David Ozagade, 6'6" defensive lineman.
Grand Valley defensive player lost his helmet on that play. He's got to go out for one play. Give Trey 5.5 on that one. 2nd down, a short 5. Keep it, Dwan Mathis, right side. He's got the 1st down and more. 35-40. Out across the 43. Fumbles the football. Who's got it? Grand Valley says they've got it. The officials have not concurred yet. I think they're going to say maybe he was down. Down by contact is the rule. Now looking at 2nd-year coach Scott Wooster over there.
Ball is placed at the 43-yard line.
Lakers reluctantly giving the ball back to the officials.
1st and 10. Give to Trey up the middle, plows for 1 or 2, and then they'll knock him backwards. They'll give us forward progress out to the 45-yard line.
Number 7, that is Cephas Harris. Gain of maybe 1.
Give that tackle to Quinn Wills. And David Oshguide again for Grand Valley.
Scott Wooster, a 3rd-year coach, correct, keeping my streak of flawed sportscasts alive. Just give him a couple on that one. 2nd down and 8 for DU, which sends 2 receivers out wide to the left, George Sims and Ernest Sanders. Dewan will give it to Trey off the right side. He's going to be hit for a loss. Dropped about for a 1-yard loss. Will bring up 3rd and long for DU. Good open field tackle by the Lakers. Make it 3rd and 10 for DU right at the 43-yard line. 14-7 in favor of Grand Valley State with 8:51 and counting here in this 2nd quarter. Keontae Nixon out wide to left on 3rd down and 10 for DU. Juwan Mathis looks over the defense. Long count. Fakes the handoff. Back to pass in the pocket. He'll go deep out pattern over here, and it is caught, but is he inbounds? No, he did. He didn't handle it anyway.
Good coverage by Trey Green for the Lakers. Sort of pinching the receiver out of bounds. No flag. Pinched him. Tough to catch that ball.
He went for Keontae Nixon. Pretty good ball, but it was, yeah, you're right, it was a tough grab. DU will punt it for the 2nd time. Alec Woyan will punt it away. Lynn Weichel, the dangerous return man, standing in his own 20-yard line for GVSU. Good snap. Woyan takes his time. Nice kick. Weichel has to go back to the 10, to the 5. It bounces into the end zone for the touchback. 57-yard punt. That is the longest of the year for Alec Woyan.
Good day for the punters today.
That's his first kick of over 50 yards this year for Alec Woyan.
There is a little bit of a wind. We see the big flag in the north end zone.
So here come the Lakers, leading Davenport 14-7 on an entertaining game so far here in Allendale on a Saturday afternoon, a rare 4 o'clock start for GVSU at home. I think they went back to Brady Drogosh. Rotating the quarterbacks here is Scott Wooster. 1st down, he'll go back to pass. Now he wants to run. He gets by one man. Now he's got open field. Look out. 25, 30, 35-yard line, falls ahead to the 36. Brady Drogosh, the sophomore from Warren. One Panther had a shot at him behind the line of scrimmage, and once he broke that tackle, that ankle tackle, he picked up the 1st down across the 45.
D'Angelo Bellamy, 6'1", 200-pound linebacker, finally making the stop for the Panthers.
Sion Uzma-Harper back in the backfield for the Lakers. Drogosh, a long count. Gives to Uzma-Harper left side, and he gets about a 2 or 3 before they knock him backwards. They'll give us forward progress for a couple. Give him 2 yards, 2nd down and 8 for Grand Valley State. We're just beyond the midway point of the 2nd quarter. DU took the opening kickoff and marched it all the way down 80 yards for a touchdown, culminating in Caden Collins' dash to glory, his first Panther score this year. Grand Valley has countered with 2 touchdowns, a 28-yard touchdown pass, and then a 28-yard run. Given in the middle of the field, again, they break one tackle across the 40 to 43-yard line, a couple yards shy of the line to gain. 3rd down, about 2 for GVSU. Kenneth Jones in the backfield now. I think he was that last carry. First time for Jones in the backfield for the Lakers. 3rd and 2. Try to draw the Panthers so they don't. They'll give it back to Jones again in the middle field. He's got to look out. He's got room to run. 50, and he almost broke into the open. Kenneth Jones out of Pontiac, Michigan. He had a nice hole that got him the 1st down. Then he made a little shimmy shake. Got some space and was one ankle tackle away from taking it to the house.
D'Angelo Bellamy again making the tackle. Almost went for that juke. Did a nice job to hang on, saving a long touchdown run.
They keep Jones in the backfield, and why not? He's hot. 2 nice runs in a row for the young man. Back to pass. Throw it out here in the flat. Oh, it's caught and then dropped. Almost intercepted, we thought originally, and then almost caught.
Ralph Donaldson got his hands up in the air for the Panthers. Just missed it.
And then Lynn Weichel, the receiver, had it in his hands, and he was cut up field before he made the catch complete. So 2nd down and 10 for GB. Moving it left to right, far hash mark, just across into Davenport territory at the 42-yard line. Give to Kenneth Jones running wide. He's got room again. 40, 35, first down across the 30 and out of bounds near the 27-yard line.
Lakers just revving up that ground attack. Ralph Donaldson pushing the runner out on the left side in front of the Davenport bench.
Kenneth Jones, a 5'8" sophomore. We told you from Pontiac, and he's benefiting from the left side of that offensive line. They've opened up a couple nice holes for him, and he gets through that gap quickly. Jones already with a game high 30, 27 yards. Now they're back to pass. Throw it over the middle, and it is nearly caught. Was it caught? It was not incomplete. He was looking for Kenneth Jones out of the backfield there. Good coverage by Jamar Mills. 2nd down and 10 for GB. They're at the ball at the 27-yard line of Davenport. Lakers lead the Panthers 14-7, just under 5 minutes to go in this second quarter. Uzma Harper back in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Back to pass, over the middle, and it is caught, and close to the first down is the receiver, Griffin Shinrock, senior from St. Joseph, and they say he did get the first down. Move the chains, they say. He got just enough. Latrell Scott tripped him up, but it's 1st and 10 Grand Valley at the Davenport 17-yard line.
Laker Nation, it's time to get up. Let's bring them home to the wharf. 1st and 10. We're Lakers.
4:20 on the clock, Rick.
Pascal Jolman in the backfield now on 1st and 10. First time we've seen the sophomore in there. And they will give it to him. No, it's going to be kept by Drobesh. 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Grand Valley State.
Really pretty play. Just a beautiful play. Drobesh faking to his running back off right tackle, holding still for half a second and then going almost unmolested around the left end. There was a Davenport would-be tackler, as they called him, on about the 2-yard line. But Drogesh had too big a head of steam. In he goes for the touchdown carry. 20-7, and here comes your extra point.
Kickers Matthew Basic out of the hold of Trace Hergich, the long snapper Trace Coney. And he boots it through. He's 3 for 3 in the PAT department, and it's 21-7. After Davenport drew first blood, it's been 3 unanswered touchdowns by the host Lakers, taking the 2-score advantage here.
Well, I guess if there's any good news there, Rick, I thought toward the end of that drive, Grand Valley was looking like they were milking the clock a little bit. But they get that quick score with now 4:03 on the clock. So Davenport's got plenty of time to get one back if they can pull it together. You want to see them rev up that running attack again. For all our talk about, or mine, about Grand Valley not running as well as they usually do, averaging only 118 a game, they've got 140 so far. late in the second quarter, which would at that rate project to nearly 300 yards rushing if they keep it up.
One thing that Davenport can hang their hats on so far, Bill, is Davenport has rushed for 116 yards against a team that's giving up less than 50 yards a game on the ground so far going into this one. So DU has been able to get that ground game going.
Can't help notice that they're not throwing the ball much, though. Davenport only 1 for 3. Obviously, it's the 3 attempts that are of interest near halftime. Grand Valley 6 for 10. Lakers have actually slowed down through the air, but the rushing attack has picked it up.
George Sims standing back at his own 5-yard line, awaiting the kickoff from Matthew Basic. He kicks it away from Sims. It's going to be taken over here by Kalen Shaw and he calls a fair catch at about the 23-yard line. DU will move it right to left with the all-white unis.
So what can we do in 4 minutes and 3 seconds, Rick? Again, plenty of time if you can get it rolling.
Yeah, clock should not be a factor, especially with Davenport having 2 timeouts left should they need them or you try to use them.
Mathis in at QB. Harris standing to his left.
Trey Harris with 39 yards so far in 9 attempts. 4.5 yard back to Mathis. Looking. He throws it long down here. A back shoulder throw. It is caught for the first down. Breaking the tackle. 45-50, 45-40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Davenport! Ernest Sanders from 75 yards out. Nearly stepped out of bounds, and DU strikes quickly. Never mind the clock.
Well, Grand Valley's coach is still complaining about whether he was out or not. I thought when he threw that ball that the receiver was completely covered. We see our replay.
Ernest Sanders, first touchdown for the redshirt junior out of Flint. Jenkins to attempt the PAT. Spot hold kick is dead center, and it's 21-14. Boy, what about a strike for DU right there, Bill, just like that.
You bet. Sanders caught that ball and then just carried it kind of like a lunch bucket down the field. Of course, his defender went down, so you knew he was going to get there, but what a surprise. 21-14, 3:52 left. That drive consuming all of 11 seconds. And now Grand Valley's got plenty of time. And I'm trying to think what they've got for timeouts left.
They've got all 3, I believe.
Yeah, scoreboard doesn't show it from this angle.
How about Ernest Sanders, though? Bill, that's just his 3rd catch as a Panther. He had 2 catches for 14 yards, and he took a beautiful back shoulder throw from Mathis, broke that tackle right at the catch, and then dashed down the sideline 75 yards for his first score as a Panther.
Gotta think they might throw to him again.
Caden Pulaski will boot it away. Back deep, Kellen Reed, Lynn Weichel. We'll go back over here to the 4-yard line. Back to the 10, 15, to the 20, and brought down right there. Nice open field tackle by DU special teams. So it's a 21-14 game with just under 4 minutes to go after that impressive 1-play scoring drive for Davenport.
Yep, give credit on that tackle to Daryl Geeter. Defensive back from East Lansing High in East Lansing, of all places.
Game's ongoing at halftime. UCLA 27, Penn State 7. 13.
Was that 27-7 UCLA leading Penn State?
Yeah, they must be cheating. There's no way.
14, Michigan State 7.
Uzma Harper in the backfield now on 1st and 10 for GVSU. They shift him over to the left, and we got a penalty, delay of game, I think, against the Lakers.
Well, it surprises me to see that when you're.
Well, they just put their number 3 quarterback in. I guess he's responsible. He's going to get blamed for it, I imagine.
Get out.
Zach Olenizak, a redshirt freshman from Lapeer, Michigan. Olenizak shifts his running back over to the left. And he'll keep it. He's got room to run around the left side to the 20 to 25, up the sideline to the 30. He's got a first down.
Thrown kind of harshly out of bounds by Antonio Mays, defensive back for the Panthers. But they move the chains.
Zach Olenizak. Nice run on first down. First time he's touched the ball for GVSU today.
Ball on 34.
21-14. Grand Valley with a 7-point lead and the football here. Give up the middle, big hole. Across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Nice pickup on first down. Sion Uzma Harper, the senior out of North Chicago, the leading rusher on this team coming in.
Jaden Cray with the stop for the Panthers. We've got somebody on his back.
One of the Lakers is down.
Officials timeout.
Let's get some individual numbers for you here. For Davenport, DeJuan Mathis, 2 out of 3 for 88 yards and 1 touchdown. The long 75-yard scoring bomb to Ernest Sanders. Mac Vandenhout, 0 for 1 in his passing attempts. So Davenport 2 for 4. Rushing the football, Caden Collins, 8 carries for 59 yards and 1 10-yard touchdown dash. Trey Harris, 9 for 39, and Mathis, 4 for 18, a net 18 from the quarterback position. Uzma Harper, the top running back for Grand Valley, is the one injured, and he's hobbling off on his own power, but he's definitely got a hitch in his giddy-up.
I've been noticing D'Angelo Bellamy, the linebacker for the Panthers. I think he's actually lining up deeper in the backfield. He's got 6 tackles so far, so good game for him. Of course, if he is playing safety or cornerback, you don't want to make it too many because it means the Lakers are getting down the field.
Anthony Cardamore, by the way, Cardamone has the leads Grand Valley in tackling. Injured player Uzma Harper off the sideline. 2nd down and 1. Delayed handoff off the left side. They get the first down. That's about it. They'll knock him backwards. They'll give us forward progress across the 45 to the 46-yard line. Derek Woods, the junior, on the carry. Moves the chains.
Kind of a slow developing play. Give credit for that tackle to the middle of the Davenport line. I saw Jamar Mills in the middle of that.
Andrew Schuster, the starting quarterback, back in there. They've used 3 different quarterbacks. Davenport's used 2, so 5 quarterbacks have taken snaps in this game in this first half. Clock approaching the 2-minute timeout. Schuster takes the handoff, gives it, and he's going to hit right there for no gain at all. Derek Woods on the carry. 5'10" junior from Elkhart, Indiana.
Big Carlo Ibar, 6'2", 295 out of Caledonia. Caught the running back.
No gain at all. 2nd and 10 as the 2-minute timeout comes right now. We'll catch our breath and come back with the final 2 minutes with Grand Valley leading Davenport in an entertaining game right now. It is Lakers 21, Panthers 14 on DUPanthers.com.
In NCAA Division II, community engagement is an initiative at all 25 national championships because student athletes want to give back while competing for a national title. Over the course of the year, Division II student athletes have an opportunity to leave a lasting impression in local communities throughout the country. Whether Division II student athletes are volunteering at hospitals, schools, after-school care programs, foster homes, or retirement villages, they make a difference in the lives of others. In Division II, we rise to the opportunity and make community engagement ours.
Well, the Davenport defense digging in, Bill. A big possession here for the Davenport squad. If they can get a hold here, get into the locker room, down only 7 to National Power Grand Valley State, it's got to be somewhat encouraging.
Yeah, I think so. I haven't noticed quite the chippiness that you usually see out of Davenport. I mentioned it in the pregame, but they're playing awful well. Maybe you'd say a little more under control. And that opening drive really helped them set the tone for this game.
Well, the shuffling quarterbacks continue for Coach Scott Wooster. They've got Brady Drogosh back in there on 2nd and 10. 3 receivers to the right and 1 to the left on 2nd and long. Drogosh, the sophomore, a long count, takes the snap, looks. Now he wants to run. He's being pressured. He gets by 1 man, approaches the line of scrimmage, cuts inside at the 45. Nice run. He gets the first down near the 40-yard line.
Jamar Mills threw himself at the quarterback's shins and knocked him down, but a big gain. And I see another switch at quarterback, Rick.
Andrew Schuster back in there. It's, man alive. Their quarterbacks run a lot. I guess that's the plan, is that you want to keep them all fresh. Back to pass is Schuster. He'll throw a deep out pattern, and it's incomplete. Good coverage over there by Dew. He was looking for Kellen Reed, his top receiver, the junior out of Holt. But he put the ball where it was either his man or nobody else.
Now Miles Harris on that coverage, adding insult to injury, rode the receiver into the ground.
He's the other Harris brother, Trade's brother, and Myron's Harris. Miles Harris, the linebacker. 2nd down and 10. Drogosh shifts Derek Woods over to the right on 2nd and long, sends a man in motion. That is Kellen Reed. Back to pass is Drogosh in the pocket. Good protection. Now he'll fire it long over the middle, incomplete. Threw a bullet for Sean Bird, but good coverage over there by the Panthers.
Probably a good thing he threw that ball a little high. D'Angelo Bellamy, fast becoming my favorite in the defensive backfield, might have gotten a hand on it.
3rd and 10. Clock stops with 1:19 to go. Grand Valley 21, Davenport 14 with 79 seconds left in this first half. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Laker quarterback's always a threat to run in this offense. Brady Drogosh shifts his man over the left. Now he sends him in motion to the right. Back to pass Drogosh. He's pressured. He gets by 1 man. Now he's hit and dropped. That's a sack, Jack, all the way back at the 46-yard line.
Who we got there? Reed Snitker putting the big hug on the quarterback.
Snitker, the grad student out of Dubuque, Iowa. Timeout Davenport on 4th and long. They stop the clock with 1:10 to go. They'll get the ball back here, Bill, in a punting situation, I would presume. I don't think Scott Wooster would go for it on 4th and 15 from the 46-yard line.
You mentioned Iowa. I heard your coach's show. Nice job on that. You were talking to one of the coaches who said when they used to recruit for Davenport, recruits thought Davenport was in Davenport, Iowa?
That happened when we started, before we even got football. When we were going basketball, we'd have Davenport gear on. We'd be out of town, out of state on a trip for basketball, and someone would say, "Oh, you're from Iowa."
Yeah. I don't remember which coach, which assistant you interviewed, but he said it's gotten a little easier nowadays.
So Trace Hergich into punt. Standing back at his 5-yard line is Asher Gregory. Again, Hergich, an outstanding punter, had one over 50 yards already today. He'll hit a knuckler. It's going to come up. Fair catch called for right at the... No, it's not called a fair catch. Asher Gregory, a bold move. He took that at the 10 with a man right over him. Turned into a nice return to about the 14, but there is a flag. That may back Davenport up inside the 5, and that'll mean probably affect what they want to do offensively here, Bill, if it is against DU. At halftime, we'll have first half stats. We'll...
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Kicking team number 9.
Oh, it's on the kicking team. Oh, that's going to help a lot. That's definitely going to affect Davenport's strategy here.
Yep.
Down by 7, 21-14 with exactly 1 minute to go in this first half. DU will get the football after the march off out to the 28-yard line. So every play's in the book. DU still with 2 timeouts in its pocket. I'm correct that. 1 timeout left, I think, for Davenport. Well, last time it took them all of 1 play and 75 yards, with Ernest Sanders taking the 75-yard dash to glory down the left sideline for DU.
Is he on the field?
I don't know, but they split Trey Harris out wide to the left here on 1st and 10. Now they send Meach Garrett in motion. They'll give it to Meach on the jet sweep, running wide, cuts it at the 20, 35. Meach has got close to a first down. Got about a 9-yard gain. Meach Garrett, the grad student out of Michigan City, and in a nice 9-yard run for Meach. 2nd down and 1. DU gets to the line quickly. Clock moving, 45 seconds and running. Clint Walker a slot right on 2nd down and 1. Mathis takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's being pressured. He'll throw it over to the sideline. There's nobody there.
Good choice. Good choice.
They're going to talk about this, Bill. He was not out of the pocket. He got it to the line of scrimmage.
He's now telling the officials who he was aiming for. I don't know if they're buying it, Rick.
A grounding penalty will kill this drive. With 31 seconds to go.
Yeah, I said good choice.
For intentional grounding, number 87 was in the area.
No foul.
No foul.
So Mathis convinced the officials, threw that ball into the bench, but he was aiming for somebody.
Brings up a 3rd down and 1 with 31 seconds to go. DU will probably have to keep on the ground here. Go to Cephas Harris, try to get that first down, and then quickly get up there and spike the ball or run a play. Grant Valley defense digging in on 3rd down and 1. Give to Trey, running wide to the left, breaks a tackle. He's got the first down to the 40, to the 43. They'll stop the clock momentarily with 27 seconds to go. DU will line up. They'll start the clock in just a couple seconds. Nice run by Trey Harris. Moving the chains for DU at the 42-yard line.
27 seconds.
Now they wind the clock. They shift Trey over to the left side. Fake it to him, back to pass Mathis. He'll step up. He's going to run now. 45, 50. He falls forward. He's short of the line to gain. Davenport might have to use the timeout, and they do. With 15 seconds to go. Nice run by DeJuan Mathis. Tripped up just shy of the midfield stripe at the 48-yard line.
3rd and final charge timeout. Davenport.
Final TO for the Panthers.
16 seconds on the clock.
They're going to add an additional second, make it 16 seconds on the clock. So what do you think here, Bill? 2nd and 4, 16 seconds left. You've got you're out of timeouts now. So if you don't get the first down, anything inbounds, it's pretty much going to run out the rest of the clock.
Yeah, I don't know, 20 yards down the field to the sideline, but even that would lead to a really long field goal attempt, although I guess if you did it right, you could run 2 plays in 9 seconds. Then we got that touchdown play.
We'll see what Davenport cooks up. They huddled around Coach McEwen on the far sideline there. Now they'll come back out. Send Mike out wide to the left. 3 to the right, including George Sims. 2nd and 4 for DU, winding down the final seconds of this first half. Man in motion right to left. DeJuan Mathis takes the snap in the pocket. He'll step up. Now he wants to run. He's looking. Now he's going to keep it. He gets across, gets near the sideline, and gets run out of bounds. He got the first down and ran out of bounds with 7 seconds to go. Well, if nothing else, Bill, he's got enough room now. He could probably throw a Hail Mary. He can get it to the end zone.
Yeah, he actually had the ball knocked out of his hand on the sideline there.
Sparky McEwen screaming at his team, get to the line. I know the clock stopped, but you got to get up there. No, they are going to start it. Now he'll spike it right away. I thought he got out of bounds. Apparently they're saying no, he did not. He did. They stopped the clock because he got the first down.
I was going to say the Allendale scorekeeper clock guy got it down to 3 seconds, but the officials just caught him and said, put it back up to 5. I don't know what good that'll do.
They're at the 46-yard line, so they'll have time for, if he can buy enough time, DeJuan Mathis has got the arm to get it to the end zone. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Mike Young split out to the left by himself. He'll fake the handoff, flip it out here, caught at the 50 to the 45. This is caught over here by George Sims to the 25 to the 30. Keeps on his feet. What a run by George Sims. He's going to run out of time, but George Sims did everything he could to keep that ball alive. Heck of a play by George Sims. And we'll go to the locker room very much in this game. At the half, the score is Grand Valley 21, Davenport 14. We'll take a break, come back with first half stats here on DUPanthers.com.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Family Day at Lubbers Stadium.
Well, it's a very entertaining game here at Lubbers Stadium in Allendale, Michigan. And Grand Valley State leads Davenport 21-14 at the half. Rick Berkey and Bill Rohn will catch up you on some numbers. Bill will give the team numbers. I'll give the individual stats.
You want me to go first, Rick?
Go ahead.
Be glad to. First down battle again. Tied. It was 7-7 after the quarter. Each team has 14 first downs at halftime. Davenport 25 carries for 142 yards. Grand Valley 20 for 179. Passing yards, Davenport 105, courtesy of that 75-yard touchdown pass. Grand Valley was 70. Grand Valley 6 for 12 passing. Davenport 3 for 7. Total offense, look at this. Each team ran 32 plays. Grand Valley got 249 yards. Davenport 247. Time of possession in the first half. Davenport 15 and a half minutes. Grand Valley 14 and a half minutes. Davenport 3 punts for 42 yards. Grand Valley 2 for 41. You cannot help but notice just how even these stats have been, Rick. Last one for you. Good for Davenport. Only one penalty for 5 yards. Grand Valley 3 for 25. But team stat-wise, Mr. Berkey, it has been very close in the first half.
Here's some individual numbers for Davenport in the rush department. Caden Collins, 8 carries for 59 yards and that 10-yard touchdown run to open the scoring in the first quarter. Trey Harris, 10 tallies for 44 net yards, along of 14. Dwan Mathis has run 6 for 30 net yards from his quarterback position. Nice job running the ball. Passing the ball, Dwan Mathis just 3 out of 5 for 105 yards, including that 75-yard touchdown pass to Ernest Sanders. George Sims has caught a ball. Keontae Nixon 3 catches. For the Lakers, Brady Drogosh, the quarterback, leads them in rushing, 45 yards. Jones has 37 on the ground, Reed 29, and the third-string quarterback, Olnizak, 28 yards on 3 tallies carrying the football. Schuster, the passing quarterback for them, 6 out of 12. So if Schuster's in there, they're going to pass it. If it's the other two, they're going to run it almost every time. Some other numbers for you. Alec Woyan, 54.5 yards on 2 punts. Average of 54.5, including his season long of 57. Pergich 2 for averaging 41. He's got a long of 46. And leading tacklers for Davenport, D'Angelo Bellamy with a game-high 7 tackles. Xavier Marquez has 4. Jamar Mills, Latrell Scott, 3 tackles each. For the Lakers, Anthony Cardamone, 6. Quinn Willis, 5 to lead the way for GVSU. All right, Bill. You've got some scores?
Yeah, just some, they should all be final. One of them isn't. Ferris in Chicago beating Roosevelt 66-0. They're now 5-0 and 1-0 in the conference. Saginaw Valley 47-18 over Northern. That is a 2 o'clock game, so it ought to be 3.5 hours old. But supposedly there is 4 minutes left to play. 47-18 Saginaw Valley over Northern. And finally, Michigan Tech, who Davenport plays next week, leading Wayne State in Detroit, beat Wayne State in Detroit 48-24.
All right, that game next week is a 2 o'clock start. Davenport home for 5 of the final 6. That's the only 2 o'clock start. The others are noon because it's homecoming next Saturday. All right, we're at the half. Grand Valley State 21, Davenport 14. We'll let you listen to music. Come back with the second half. Stay with us on DUPanthers.com. score at halftime, Davenport and Grand Valley State. Grand Valley leads Davenport 21-14 at the half. Second half coming up in about 5 minutes. Again, about 5 minutes away from the second half. Davenport trailing Grand Valley 21-14 at the break. They're on the far hash mark. They send two receivers left, two in the backfield in pistol formation for the first time for the Marauders. Handoff off the left side, and he's going to be hit for a loss. He fumbles the ball. Davenport's got it 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown Davenport on a scoop and score. Taking it in for the touchdown from the 20-yard line. 30. Final minute of warm-up at halftime. Davenport and Grand Valley State out on the field getting ready for the second half of action. Bill Rohn, Davenport obviously would rather be on top on the score, but I got to think, considering especially the times they've played here before, they haven't really been all that competitive. They've got to feel pretty good about the way they've performed in the first 2 quarters of this one.
Yeah, they look like they belong today, Rick. I mentioned earlier, maybe more than once, how they would tend to be a little feisty when they came out here. They're a lot more calm today. They've got 2 good running backs. They're alternating their quarterbacks and succeeding with it. Only thing I'm missing is they look so good on their first drive. Now they did score again, but it was kind of a explosive bomb play. You worry a little bit about Grand Valley settling in on its home field in the second half. But 21-14, and our guys look good.
Grand Valley won the toss, deferred to the second half. So Davenport got the ball in the first time and marched down for a touchdown. Grand Valley countered with the next 3 touchdowns, 28-yard touchdown pass, 29-yard run, and a 17-yard run before the 75-yard touchdown bomb from DeJuan Mathis, Ernest Sanders. Caden Pulaski will boot it away for Davenport.
And the weather hasn't let up as we get ready to do this. Whistle blows, and here we go.
Reed, the deep man. Kellen Reed will watch it hit at the 15, bounces high in the air, and he'll take it on one hop running wide. He's going to be hit, breaks a tackle, now reverses the field, look out. Kellen Reed's got all kinds of room to run. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30. Kicker runs him out of bounds. Now he broke right through the kicker and scores it. Now he knocked him out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Kicker Caden Pulaski prevented the touchdown, bumping him out of bounds at about the 20-yard line. The ball hit at the 10-yard line, bounced in the air, and then Reed went right. He was hit back inside the 10-yard line, broke the tackle, reversed his field, and went right off the sideline.
Yeah, Ralph Donaldson literally spun him around. But he didn't get him. It was almost like he gave him a whip down the other side of the field.
Yeah, it was like a planet coming around, a meteor coming around a planet and picking up speed on the way around.
Yeah. Kicker started making his plans to get him at about the 30-yard line.
Credit Caden Pulaski. He at least got him out of bounds and prevented the touchdown for the time being. The ball's all the way down at the 16-yard line of Davenport on the opening kickoff of the second half. Schuster at quarterback. Derek Woods in the backfield with him on 1st and 10. Shadows showing on the field for the first time, covering about a little less than half of it. Schuster hands it off to Woods, running wide to the left, cuts inside, gets a few before he's run out of bounds. Tackle by, is that Bellamy? Not sure.
Yeah, give him another one. Bellamy's 8th tackle of the day. Also some help from Vincent Cooley for Davenport.
Give him 6 on the carry. 2nd down and 4 for GV. Trying to break through here in this opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Back to pass. They'll throw it deep out pattern, and this one's incomplete. 2 receivers out there. One went in, one went out. The ball was over the head of the man who went in.
A lot of hand fighting in the right corner of the end zone there.
Lynn Weichel was the main target over there, the leading receiver. I should say the second leading receiver on this team coming in. That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. Might be in 4-down territory. Well, they bring Drogosh off the bench. That means he's probably going to run it if he keeps it. He will keep it, running right to the right. He's hit at the line of scrimmage, and he knocked down close. He falls forward and gets the 1st down.
Good call, Rick. Quarterback just kept the ball. slow developing play.
But it's a 1st and goal for GVSU. Ball at the 6-yard line.
Reed Snitker bringing the QB down.
1st and goal at the 6. Pascal Jolman, the sophomore from Muskegon, went to Fruitport High School, is in the backfield now on 1st and goal from the 6. Drogosh on the call. He will keep it running wide to the right. He's going to coast into the end zone for the touchdown.
Drogosh off the right side. Defense broke down there. Drogosh reached about the 6-yard line and started to just kind of jog in because it was clear that he would score. Now 27-14 as Grand Valley's kicker lines up.
Basic trying to make it 4 for 4 in the extra point department. Snap is good, the hold is good, and the kick zips right through the uprights. 28-14, and you can only wonder, Bill, about that almost tackle on the previous kickoff. If he gets him down on the ground, they're inside the 10. Maybe they score anyway, but you got to think that certainly favored Davenport, at least initially, if they get him down on that tackle.
Yeah, Grand Valley would have started at its own 15 instead of Davenport's 15, which is how it turned out. I see one of the Grand Valley coaches, oddly enough, chewing out the linesman down by the goal line as we get ready for the kickoff. Don't know what that was about. Coach is never satisfied.
Shadows approaching the midway point of the field right now as George Sims steps back, hopes to get his hands. That wind has changed, Bill. Look at it. It's now going noticeably right to left, I think.
Yep.
So basically we had no trouble booting it away without a complete wind behind him. Now I don't think he'll have any problem with this one at all. This might end up in the sun-coached high track. No, he's going to take a high one. Sims is going to go back and take it at the 2-yard line. George Sims to the 5, to the 10. Gets by one man, then he's hammered down right at the 10-yard line. Good special teams coverage by GVSU.
Ball carriers swarmed by a number of them, including Ryer Snow, linebacker from Grand Rapids West Catholic.
So DU down by 2 touchdowns again, 28-14, second time they've been down by that margin. Dwan Mathis back at quarterback. Trey Harris takes the handoff, busts into the center of the line, gets across the 15, falls forward just about the 16-yard line, got about 3, call it 2nd down and 7. Trey Harris in that first half had 10 carries for 44 yards with a long of 14, averages 4.5 yards per tote in the first stanza. Second and 7, 2 receivers to the left for Dwan Mathis, who only threw the ball 5 times in that first half, completed 3 of them for 105 yards, including a 75-yard scoring toss. Back to pass is Dwan. He's going to go long down the left side, and there's nobody there.
I don't think the receiver knew that that ball had even been thrown.
Ernest Sanders ran about 12 yards down and stopped, and the ball just kept going way over his and the defensive back's head.
Is 3rd down and 6.
Maybe a little miscommunication. 3rd and 6, big play for Davenport if they want to keep their defense off the field on a very hot day.
You don't need a 3-and-out right now after that quick score by the offense for GVSU. Keontae Nixon out wide to the right. Back to pass is Dwan. Looking. He'll go deep down here for Keontae, and he goes up, and he has it momentarily, and it's broken up. Boy, the second defender came over and batted it right out of the hands of Keontae Nixon. I think it was Josh Anderson who broke it up.
Yeah, he looked like he got his helmet, his shoulder pads, everything on the ball at a point when the receiver was holding it at about face mask height.
Alec Woyan will boot it away. We need a big one from Alec.
Standing on his 2-yard line.
Oh, bad snap over the head of the punter and out of the end zone for a safety.
That'll make it 30-14, and we still will put the ball in play with a kick. Want to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand. You can see the Grand Valley bench, the players starting to dance around a little bit and get comfortable. One of them holding a big anchor up in the air. Must be their version of the turnover chain. That ball was way over Woyan's head.
Panthers have had some issues with snaps on special teams their last 2 games. They had a couple of bad snaps at Northern Michigan in the win up in Marquette, our last road game. Last game period, actually. That makes it 30-14 now in favor of the Lakers, and they'll get the ball back on the free kick. Davenport a kick from the 20. Usually teams will punt the football in this situation. They have the option of kickoff or punt. Woyan will punt it away. An end-over-end kick hits at the 45, bounces in the air, grabbed on one hop at the 35, running to the outside of the 40, then run out of bounds near the 43-yard line. Good field position after Kellen Reed returns the free kick for GVSU.
That snap we were talking about, Rick, on that missed punt, so to speak, Woyan was standing on his 2, and that ball landed outside the end zone.
First and 10, GVSU. Back to pass the quarterback, the 45. He'll throw it long down the left sideline, and that ball is incomplete. He was looking for Kellen Reed on a deep out pattern. Ball just beyond his extended reach.
Reed, the leading receiver for Grand Valley. That ball just not thrown well because he had a step and had his body, the receiver, Reed had his body between the ball and the defender.
Schuster now 6 for 14 passing for 70 yards and 1 touchdown, a 28-yard scoring toss. Second and 10. Sion Uzma Harper back in there. Good to see him. He was shaken up in that first half. Back to pass. Schuster throws it on a little slant pattern. Caught. Look out. He breaks. Oh, he almost breaks the tackle. Broken in the open. Caught over there by Griffin Shinrock. He got by the man. There's a flag on the play, though. This one might be coming back. He got about 9 on the play. It'll be would bring up a 3rd down and 1.
He was covered by Vince Cooley for Davenport and almost got away from him.
Eligible downfield player at a forward pass. Offense, number 64. Penalty is declined. They're down.
Oh, he didn't catch it. He didn't catch it?
I thought he did.
I did too. But they declined the penalty, and the ball's going back to the original line of scrimmage. Players look confused, too, on what the situation is. He's saying, yeah, wait a minute, he caught the ball.
Huh.
Sparky's bench is looking right in the sun. I wonder if they thought he didn't catch that ball. I think he did catch that ball. It should bring up a 3rd and down, in which case Sparky would take the penalty. If he was told it was incomplete.
Okay, correction. Davenport has accepted that penalty. 5 yards from the previous spot. It will be 2nd down still.
All right, there's the explanation there. The ball was caught. So instead of 3rd and 1, they're going to make it 2nd down and about 14.
Ball's marked at the 38-yard line. 2nd down, 15.
Called it 15, 2nd down and 15. Sean Bird out wide to the right for the Lakers. Uzma Harper shifts over to the right side in that pistol formation. Back to pass is Schuster. Screen pass set up over here. They got room to run. Look out, 40, 45, and he's brought down hard on a nice open field tackle by DU. Just shy of the 45-yard line.
And guess who made the tackle?
Mr. Bellamy?
Yeah, D'Angelo.
3rd down and 8. Grand Valley going without a huddle as they've done most of this time. Andrew Schuster on the completion. On the screen pass. Looks like that was going to go for more than that when it was originally set up. Uzma Harper to the left on 3rd and 8. Schuster, a long clap. Here comes the pressure. The blitz is on. He's going to throw it over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage over there by Davenport. I think that was Niger Finney on the coverage.
Right you are. That ball thrown kind of right toward the ground, landed 2 or 3 feet short of the receiver.
So Davenport's defense steps up, down 16, 30-14 with 11:03 to go in the 3rd quarter. Should get the ball back after the punt by Trace Hergich. Hergich in that first half averaged 41 yards, had a long of 46. One inside the 20. Asher Gregory back to receive, standing in his own 13-yard line. Takes his time, a line drive kick. Asher watches it hit. He'll take it on one hop at the 6-yard line. Gets by one man to the 10, to the 15. Spins, keeps his balance, and gets out across the 15. Nice return by Asher Gregory. He averages 18.5. Didn't get that much, but he was very well covered, and he did what he could to get about a 7-yard return.
You mentioned the sellout, Rick. We've got a statistic sheet that has come. Attendance today, 15,188.
Wow. Does it say where it ranks in attendance?
Nope.
It does not. Just a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Don't miss the kids zone on the north end zone and Hill. Tickets are still available at gbsulakers.com.
A lot of fans have made their way out of the sun areas, Bill, on the far side and worked over to this side.
Just noticing that. They're all kind of shielding their eyes, the ones that are left.
Well, DU went 3 and out on its first possession of this 3rd quarter. They need to get some kind of sustained thing. Not only did they go 3 and out, then a bad snap on the punt created a safety. DU dodged further damage, though, by getting a 3 and out defensively after that.
Special announcement, today's attendance, 15th all-time here in Family Day,
15th all-time?
I don't know, did he say 15th all-time or?
Yeah, 15th all-time, I thought he said.
Huh.
But over 15,000. Yeah, they outdraw a lot of Division I schools here at Grand Valley.
Something tells me the record may have been set against Ferris in the last 10 years or so.
Yeah, I don't know where is the Grand Valley Ferris game this year.
I don't know. I'll have to look.
I can check that out. I'll race you. It is at Fair. It's in Big Rapids this year on October 25th, which would be 3 weeks from today. I think there'll be a few people in attendance for that one.
You bet.
Trey Harris in the backfield. Mathis will give it to Trey, running right, and he's nowhere to go. He fights to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. He's going to lose yardage. They just blew up the right side of that line, the offensive line.
Yeah, probably 4 or 5 different Lakers in on that tackle, including Jibriel Kande, 6'5", 270-pound sophomore from Ypsilanti.
Loss of 3, 2nd down and 13 for DU, which shown no offensive spark so far in this second half. They started out very impressively with the opening drive of the game, marching it down 80 yards for a touchdown to go on top. Mathis rolling out, looking. He'll throw it. No, he's going to keep it. He's going to be sacked. He wanted to throw it. He couldn't decide whether to run with it or to throw it. Instead, he kept it, and it got hit.
Yeah, that's Jibriel Kande again. Kande making the tackle on 2 plays in a row. kind of pinned Mathis's arm back.
So another 3rd and long for DU. And Mathis is shaken up on the play, Bill. He's gone off to the sideline, and Mac Vandenhout will go in there. I would expect some kind of safe play, maybe a draw play, a screen pass. Mac's going to go back to pass, looking. He'll throw a screen pass to Trey. He's got it and been very minimal gain across the 10 to about the 13-yard line. Coming off the bench, but Mac did play in that first half. Through one pass, incomplete. Now a punting situation for Davenport, and you got to be careful here. Last time the punt not only went past the punter, it went completely out of the end zone on the fly for the safety.
Willian on his goal line this time.
Good snap. Alec takes his time. Nice high kick. Weichel will take it right. No, he let it hit at the 45, 50, and rolls into Davenport territory. Nice punt. About a 49, 45-yard pass.
Personal foul, receiving team, number 58, Leaping the Shield. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot, so automatic first down.
Wow, leaping. Yeah, that was that was not necessary. So Davenport's offense will get a huge break.
15
yards and keep the football. Again, Mac Vandenhout out at quarterback. Dwan Mathis was shaken up on that previous play that he was in on that rollout that he was injured on. Now Mac will have to run the ship here for DU. Told you 0 for 1 passing in that first half. He threw one screen pass there for a short completion. See if they try to get some running game going. They have not had much room here in the second half. Mac back to pass in the pocket. He's going to go long down the sideline over here for George, and this ball is and dropped. Initially intercepted, but then dropped. It's going for Evan Young, who caught a long bomb for a touchdown of 48 yards at Northern Michigan in our last game. Same play that they did with Evan on that scoring toss. This one was just a little underthrown and nearly picked off.
Josh Anderson almost making the grab. He then pounded the pavement over on the Davenport side.
Vandenhout on second down will keep it on the design run off the left side, 20, 25, 35, and he's out near the first down. I think he's got it.
He almost got loose.
Vandenhout was a superb runner at Rockford High School, and he showed some nice running ability last year in his first year of taking snaps for DU. Moves the chains out to the 40. 1st and 10 Davenport, down 30-14 with 8:11 to go in the third quarter. Empty backfield for Mac Vandenhout, the young man out of Rockford. Takes the snap in the pocket. Good protection. He's going to go long down here. He's looking for George Sims, and George cannot get it. Oh, the ball was underthrown. George had his man beaten, but he had to wait on the ball. That gave the defender time to catch up and knock it down.
That hit the helmet of Quinn Wills at the last second, which is why we didn't get a grab there. And you're right, Rick. Ball just took too long to come down.
But I like that Mac attack downfield with some long throws here. Hasn't been able to connect on one yet, but 2nd and 10. Give to Trey up the middle. Breaks one tackle, but there's plenty of pursuit help there. He'll get a gain of about a couple, maybe 3. Bring up 3rd down and about 7 for DU, trailing by 16 with 7:43 to go in the third quarter here at Grand Valley.
Anthony Cardamom on the stop for the Lakers, and we hear the 3rd down siren. 3rd and 7.
George Sims and 2 others split out wide to the right on 3rd down. Harris in the backfield behind Mac Vandenhout on 3rd down and 7. Mac takes the snap in the pocket. He's going to go deep down the left sideline, and this one is way overthrown and incomplete, looking for Evan Brown once again. And here comes a flag.
Yeah, a lot of real subtle hand fighting. I'd call it holding. So did the refs.
That'll move the chains for DU for the second time in this drive on penalty. 15 and a first down for DU.
You know, Rick, we've seen some decent speed by Davenport's receiving core today. There have been 5 or 6 plays where it's just, come on, get the ball down there. We'll see our guys with a 2-foot, 4-foot edge. In fact, the only touchdown pass we have, the ball was actually thrown behind the receiver. We just got to catch up to him.
1st and 10, inside handoff. Collins, right side 40, 36, near maybe the 35-yard line. Caden Collins, who they'll run him and try to get the ball in his hands in a number of ways, either running the ball from a backfield position or from a slot, which he did there on a little jet sweep. He picked up about 5.5. Call it 2nd down and 4 for DU.
Nice block there by his buddy George Sims, the wide receiver, to open that hole for the Panthers.
I think we may see Mac Vandenhout run here. Let's see what he does on an empty backfield. Mac sends Collins in motion again. Fakes it to him. Back to pass. He's pressured. He'll throw it against his body out of bounds.
Who is that to?
That's going to be grounding, I'm afraid. He was not out of the pocket. The ball got to the line of scrimmage, but there was nobody in there in the area. There's your flag.
Only good news, Ernest Sanders did catch that ball, Rick, but he was on the sideline, not in the game.
Let's move that ball back north to the 46-yard line. Third down, 14.
3rd down and 14 for DU now. Well, our best play on this drive has been drawing a penalty. Let's see if we can keep that going.
See if we can outrun them with the receivers.
Evan Brown out wide to the left on 3rd down. Vandenhout takes the snap in the pocket. Looking. Now he's flushed out. He's in trouble. He's going to throw it. Just get rid of it. And there's a flag coming in, probably a hold on DU. But the pass was incomplete. They'll decline this, I would think, and then force Davenport to punt the football.
Right you are. Call against Davenport declined by Grand Valley. So they can get the likely upcoming punt. Here comes punt team onto the field. Rick, we've got 6:20 on the clock. 30-14 Grand Valley. They have kind of exerted their will in this 3rd quarter.
Woyan to punt it again. Takes his time. Line drive kick. It's going to go back to the 5, and then it bounces straight up in the air, then in the end zone. Davenport tries to save it. Good effort over there by special teams.
Yeah, Caden Collins got down the field, Rick, and batted the ball backward from maybe a yard into the end zone. Unfortunately, he had touched down by then. So now we go to 30-14 with 6:12 remaining to play. Be interesting to see whether Grand Valley continues to rotate its quarterbacks. That's pretty much worked for them today. They came into this game averaging, 36 points a game with their offense. They are at 30 now. Davenport had been giving up 19. So Grand Valley kind of having their way, exceeding its numbers, and Davenport giving up more than they have in the first 3 games.
30-14. Only scoring in the second half, all to the home Grand Valley Lakers with a touchdown and a safety, expanding their 21-14 halftime advantage to the 16 they enjoy right now.
Some kind of weird ball toss thing going on during the timeout. Grand Valley students trying to throw a ball into a shopping cart from 10 yards away. One of them made it.
And our winner right there, congratulations, you won a $50 Family Fare gift card.
Oh, he gets $50 gift card, which for college kids,
yeah,
that's a night worth of beer.
He looked like a basket case, but he came away with a lot of groceries. Yeah.
Good point.
First and 10, Grand Valley State. Back at their own 20-yard line. Andrew Schuster, one of 3 quarterbacks that Scott Wooster has shuffled in and out here. Hands it off into the center of the line. They'll plow for a couple. They'll mock him backwards, but they'll give us forward progress to the 22-yard line.
Another big rugby scrum on the tackle, included among them Davenport's Mark Gorbentenko, 6'7", 270. Number 99, highest number on the team.
Second down and 8 for GV. We're under 6 minutes left in this third quarter. Grand Valley 30, Davenport 14. Schuster shifts his running back over to the left on second down, back to pass in the pocket. Excellent protection, throws it over the middle, caught at the 24 and then brought down right at the 25-yard line. Pascal Jolman out of the backfield. Made the catch for a short gain out to the 25-yard line. Give him the 26, call it 3rd and 4 for GV. Moving it right to left with the all-blue uniforms, blue pants, blue jerseys, white print and numerals, and black helmets. DU digging in with the all-white, white pants, white jerseys, white helmet, and black numerals with red trim. 3rd down and 4. Rolling out to the left now, looking against the grain. They got a setup screen beautifully out there to the tight end, to the 30, to the 35, and bumped out of bounds. That was the tight end, Evan Furtney, the junior from Milan, Michigan. Boy, that was a well-designed play, Bill. They had everybody going right, and they threw it back there, and the tight end was wide open.
And Furtney is 6'5", 245, who caught that ball, looked bigger, just threw a shoulder into the tackler. First down, Grand Valley. If I'm Scott Wooster, yeah, we always want to score, but I want to run this clock down. Get into the fourth quarter if you're Grand Valley with at least a 16-point lead.
First down, design run by the quarterback off the left side, breaks one tackle across the 40 to the 45-yard line. Good run that time by Drogosh, the sophomore from Warren.
Nick Pulley with a stop for Davenport.
Well, Drogosh is in there, as we said. He's going to run the football. He's only thrown 3 passes all season long.
Yeah, they had an empty backfield, but you got a guy who knows he's going to run, so he's got 10 blockers already up on the line of scrimmage.
That's what he faces right now on 2nd down and 3. Drogosh takes the snap. He is going to put it up. Back to pass. He'll throw a deep out pattern, and that ball is caught for the first down. Brought down immediately on a nice open field tackle. Caught for the first down by Kellen Reed, the junior from Holt. Markel Guilford made the tackle immediately, but he needed 3. He got 4. Sparky McEwen lobbying that he was short of the line to gain. The officials are not hearing it.
Nebraska 14, Michigan State 14.
They stay with Drogosh at quarterback. Well, you got to keep an eye on it because they've used all 3 quarterbacks. Rush shuffled them in and out here. Drogosh to pass. Little screen pass deflected in the air. Intercepted by Davenport. It was deflected by the lineman and picked off, I think
it's number
Carlos Ibar, I think.
47 or 97. Hard to see the number.
Carlo Ibar, the sophomore from Caledonia. Somebody else got a hand on Ibar, grabbed the deflection, and DU gets a huge break, getting the ball at Grand Valley territory at the 40-yard line. I don't know who deflected it, but they really started the whole play, and Ibar, great reaction 4th interception of the season for Davenport's defense, and the first by a lineman.
Yeah, you let your running quarterback throw, see what you get.
Vandenhout stays in at quarterback, gives it to Trey into the center of the line, and he's going to get what he can, but there's just nothing there. He'll get a yard, and he had to earn every little inch of that.
Jimmy Downs on the tackle for Grand Valley. He's from Lawton, Michigan. Played at Schoolcraft, which is a couple of small school players on this roster for Grand Valley.
Grand Valley's got a lot of yardage out of some small school players.
Yeah, they have.
They really have. 2nd down and 9 for DU. Empty backfield for Mac Vandenhout. He is 1 for 5. It's a design run for Mac. Gets across the line to about the 40, 35. Keeps the legs driving out to the 33, maybe the 32-yard line. Good run that time by Mac Vandenhout. His best run of the game thus far. He had a long of 4 before that one. He got about 7 there. It'll bring up 3rd down and 2. Davenport down 16. Obvious 4-down territory here for the Panthers.
That play reminiscent of the opening drive of the ball game. Quarterback just using his speedy running back to decoy with the ball and then heading up the middle after pulling the ball out.
Harris in the backfield behind Vandenhout. They give it to Trey. No, Mac's going to keep. He's got a first down more. 30, 25, 20, and he falls forward near the 17-yard line.
He did it again.
He read that option beautifully. He put it in the belly of Trey Harris and pulled it out the last second and moved the chains all the way down inside the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, Davenport at the 18 of Grand Valley. Clock moving, final minute of the 3rd quarter. Grand Valley 30, Davenport 14, but the Panthers in the red zone with a first down. Mack to pass in the pocket. He's going to go long deep down the sideline here for George Sims, and he can't find it, and it's incomplete. They had a great battle going between him and defensive back Josh Anderson.
Anderson tied him up, and the receiver didn't seem as though he was sure where the ball was.
2nd and 10 for DU.
2nd down and 10.
Keontae Nixon out wide to the right on 2nd down and 10. They move tight end Clint Walker over to the tight end on the left side. Everybody in tight now for Davenport. Looks like a run formation. Let's see if it's a deception play here. Vandenhout gives to Trey, left side. Got a hold of the 15 and then knocked backwards. They'll give him the 14. Give him about 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5 for DU. They got to get touchdown here, Bill. Field goal's not going to help them out.
Yep, and that's going to end the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score. Grand Valley 30, Davenport 14, but the Panthers knocking on the door. You stay right here for your home for Davenport football, which is, of course, DUPanthers.com.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game, because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive, to achieve every goal we aim for, because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
We'll start the fourth quarter. We'll get some third quarter stats for you in a little bit here, but right now a big play in this ball game. DU down by 16 points, 30-14 to Grand Valley State, but Davenport has a 3rd and 5 at the Grand Valley 14-yard line. Mac Vandenhout came on relief after starting quarterback Dwan Mathis was shaken up early in this half, trying to find out a little more information on Dwan's condition without success so far.
Let's call the fourth quarter. 3rd and 5 for Davenport at the Grand Valley 14-yard line.
Well, let's pick it up and maybe get in the end zone here. Not even worry about a 4th down. Meach Garrett is out wide to the left. Sometimes I like to run a jet sweep for him. Keep an eye on him coming back the other way. 3rd down. Trey in motion, back to pass. Here's a flanker screen to Meach, and it's batted in the air and nearly intercepted, incomplete.
Vandenhout's pass rejected at the line. With a big paw, number 48, he is Anthony.
I don't see any movement on the Davenport sideline.
A field goal, I think, would be kind of a defeat. It's certainly a victory for the defense of the Lakers. So big 4th down play for DU. 4th down and a long 5. 3 receivers to the right. Now they shift over to the left, so it's 2 and 2 both ways. Mac Vandenhout in a pistol formation. Trey Harris behind him on 4th and 5. Vandenhout takes the snap in the pocket. He's pressured. He throws a deep out pattern over here, and it is incomplete.
No flag.
No flag. Panthers lobbying for it. Don't get it. It'll be a turnover on downs. Grand Valley's defense holds, and they'll take over the football. All right, let's look at some third quarter numbers.
First, again, the stats stay remarkably close, Rick. Davenport with 18 first downs to 17 for Grand Valley. Total offense, Davenport with 269 yards. Grand Valley with 300. Davenport has run 51 plays to 45 for the home team. So Davenport has had the ball for 23 and a half minutes. Grand Valley only 21 and a half. And finally, passing yardage, Davenport 109, GVSU 96. First down, Grand Valley on its 13.
They get the ball back on first down. They'll give off the left side and plow for a couple across the 15 to about the 17, maybe the 18-yard line. Derek Woods, the junior from Indiana, got about 4 in that pickup. They'll want to keep the clock moving here as much as possible and enjoying a 16-point lead, 30-14 here in the fourth quarter.
Give your tackle to Josh Tate, a linebacker from Decatur, Georgia.
Shinrock out wide to the right on second down and about 6. Schuster shifts his quarterback over to the right. He'll keep it on the design run, running wide to the right, and he'll get a run out of bounds. This is not Schuster. This is Olenizak, the number 3 quarterback, and here's a late flag coming in.
Well, you know, one of the Grand Valley players, I am certain of it, held Davenport's defender. They then waltzed out of bounds. Davenport's player decided he didn't like it, gave him a shove, and that's what the refs were watching closely. So I think we'll see 15 against the Panthers. Although the
I saw a similar thing.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense number 9, 15-yard penalty at the end of the play, automatic first down.
Dayon Johnson, the redshirt sophomore, the guilty party for DU.
So we see the chip on his shoulder, and it doesn't help us.
And he'll get a seat to the bench for that. Replacing him is Angelo Bellamy.
Only been 1 fumble so far in this game, Mr. Berkey.
Zach Olenizak, the quarterback, pistol formation. He's got Woods behind him. Give it to Woods, 1 and wide to the right. They string him out, and they're going to drop him for a loss. He fought to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he might have done that. I think he lost about a half yard. Good surge on the defensive side for Davenport that time.
Tackle made by Carlo Abar. Redshirt sophomore.
A defensive player, number 91. 40 seconds on the play clock.
Kennedy Nelson lost his helmet. He's got to sit out a play. Second down and 10 for the Lakers of GVSU, leading 30-14 with 13:23 to go in this fourth quarter. Shadows have covered 80% of the field now here in Allendale. Hand off to the right side. This time he's got room to run across the 45 near the midfield stripe, and he's run out of bounds. And he moves the chains for GVSU.
Nick Pulley getting his hands on the ball carrier, stopping an even longer gain, but that's good for a first down.
First and 10 for GVSU, right at the midfield stripe. Back to pass, they'll throw it over the middle, wide open, caught at the 35 to the 30, and into Davenport territory down to 31. Donovan Johnson on the catch.
Good tackle there by Xavier Marquez, perhaps saving a long touchdown. It's Marquez's fifth tackle. D'Angelo Bellamy at 9 leading the Panthers. First down anyway on the 29-yard line.
First and 10, GVSU, a methodical march so far. They'll throw a deep out pattern, caught at the 20. And nearly breaking a tackle, but stepping out of bounds as he tries to go forward. Caught that time by Kenyon Owens, the sophomore out of Dayton, Ohio.
Markel Guilford on the stop for Davenport.
Davenport finally gets to come home 1 week from today, the home opener, 2 o'clock at the Farmers Insurance Athletic Complex.
And that'll be against a Michigan Tech team now 4-1 overall after they beat Wayne State in Detroit today. Again, 48-24 in that one. I think that's going to be a tough ball game next week.
Oh, it will be. They will come to play, and they always do.
GVSU Athletics would like to thank Trinity.
That's my first cliche of the day, I think, Bill. I'm not sure. It won't be my last.
Provider of GVSU Athletics. In need of new appliances, a TV, a mattress set, and Wara Brothers Home Store has you covered. Come in and see how you get more at the Wara Brothers Home Store.
This place is emptied out quite a bit here tonight.
Yeah, it is.
People had their fun. It was family day. Over 15,000 packed in here to enjoy the festivities and the beautiful weather.
Sunny Hillside emptying out. The typical Grand Valley student section end zone also thinning, but those kids are now sitting in the shade watching play come right at them. So that's probably a nice place to be as the clock winds down. 30-14 Grand Valley, 11:42 to play.
Not sure what the extended timeout of this one is for, but
got a lot of coaches on the field. Now they start to clear. So who we got a quarterback this time?
they've shuffled him in and out all day. It's the starter, Andrew Schuster, in there now.
He is 19 yards away.
Derek Wood shifts over to his left on 1st and 10 for GVSU. Schuster will give to Woods in a reverse, coming wide. This is Reed again, turning left side, tries to get to the outside, and he is hammered down behind the line of scrimmage. What a big hit there by DU.
Try to catch that number on a jersey that's gotten folded up. One of the Davenport cornermen, I think it's 24, Rick.
I think it is.
So that would mean
Antonio Mays, the junior out of Rialto, California. What a big hit that was.
He came flying up.
Second down and a dozen for GV. They're in no hurry. Why not? They've got the 16-point lead here in the fourth quarter. Schuster, the long count. Gives it on the handoff off the left side, and he's going to get just a couple, bringing back fourth down to about the 20. See if they elect to attempt a field goal. Technically, it's a two-score game now with a 16-point advantage. I think they'll go for it.
Well, they've had a good kicker.
I'm sorry, it's only third down. I thought that was third down. I'm premature.
Schuster still in at quarterback. Got one setback behind him. Now a shift. And a whistle. I thought that took forever. Delay a game penalty against the Lakers. That'll back it up to the 25-yard line, 3rd and 15.
Boy, that UCLA score just astounds me because I've seen them play a little bit this year, and they are awful. And Penn State down by 14 to UCLA. Wow. Third down and long. Back to pass. Schuster. He's going to go deep down the right corner, and this ball is tipped in the air and incomplete. Excellent coverage that time by the Panthers DB. That time Vincent Cooley, the redshirt junior out of Detroit.
Is he a transfer from Ferris State?
He is. Fourth down. They are going to attempt a long field goal. At least they show that. Field goal team coming out. Matthew Basic at 3 for 6 in the field goal department this year, along of 46. This will be 43 yards out of the hold of Trace Hergich and the long snap of Trey Ciccone. Snap is low, they get it up, and the kick is on its way, and it's long enough, and it's no good. I think you can blame that one on the snap, Bill. It was down and hit. Good job by Hergich even getting it down, giving Basic a chance at it, but it's kicked wide. D will get the ball back on a stop with 9:39 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, you're right. I thought that ball was going to be blocked. Actually got pretty high in the air, but it was wide, I think, left. Sometimes hard to tell in the shadows.
Just D offense can get something going. They put 14 on the board in the first half. Nothing to show for it in the second half. Mac Vandenhout stays in at quarterback. Jet sweep running wide to the left. This is Collins. Got across the 30 to the 35 and gets a first down across the 36-yard line. Well, I like that Caden Collins on that jet sweep. We've seen that a couple of times. Collins, the leading rusher for Davenport today now. He had 66 yards before that one. Or was that after? Anyway, he had that 10-yard touchdown run. But it's 1st and 10 DU. Vandenhout stays in at quarterback. Back to pass is Mack in the pocket. Now he's flushed out. He's got to run. He's looking. Looks, and he throws to the last second out of bounds. He got it in the direction of Keontae Nixon, but he was just trying to avoid the sack. A good job by Mack. Caden Collins now, the leading rusher for Davenport, Bill. 10 carries, 77 yards, almost 8 yards a carry in that 10-yard touchdown run. They've held Trey Harris to just 53 yards on 15 carries. 3.5 yards per tote. That is less than half of what he normally averages.
Yeah, I thought Collins started out well, then he kind of disappeared for a while and now has picked it back up.
They get Harris back in there now on 2nd down and 10 for DU at their own 37-yard line. Give to Trey off the left side. He's going to be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they're keying on him all day. They drop him for no gain at all, bring up 3rd down and 10.
Tackle made by Tommy Barnett for the Lakers. 3rd and 10. Clock running at 8:27.
Mac Vandenhout just 1 for 9 in the pass department for 4 yards. Probably have to complete one here. He's back to pass in the pocket. Good protection. Now he's looking to run. He's going to run, and he's going to come up well shy of the line again. He's going to be hit right near the line of scrimmage. Pick up 4th and long, and DU will have to punt it away, I believe. Well, I don't know if he'll go for it now or not. With 7:59 to go, they are going to bring the punt team out.
Vandenhout just got chased out of bounds there. There have been a number of plays where, even without sacks, the Davenport quarterbacks have been under pressure 1 second-ish after taking the snap. Here's your punt.
Alec Woyan to punt it away. Lynn Weichel, the dangerous return man. Alec takes his time and puts his foot into a beautiful punt. Goes back at the 15, high in the air. Bounces inside the 12 and right about the 12-yard line. 51-yard punt and no return. Great punt that time by Alec Woyan for DU. 7:23 to go in the 4th quarter. Grand Valley 30. Davenport 14. It was 21-14 Lakers at the half.
Holding, kicking team, number 5. That 10-yard penalty will be added on to the end of the play.
So holding penalty on DU.
Added on at the end of the play.
Well, Davenport, through 3 quarters, Bill, had committed only 2 penalties for 5 yards in the game. But then they've had a couple of here in the 4th quarter.
Yep.
A major one. And there's a second one, another 10-yarder.
Well, you mentioned Woyan's punting today. He's got 4 for 206 yards, an average of 51.5 yards, and he's got 2 for touchbacks.
Shadows have completely engulfed the playing field here now at Lubbers Stadium. It feels quite a bit cooler, even though the...
Yeah, it does. Rick, my weather phone says we've gotten down to 79 degrees.
Oh, man. Get my sweater out. We're not done with the hot weather, are we? Got a couple more days of it, I think.
I think so. It's supposed to be a little cooler next week, but that means it gets into the 70s in October. So Grand Valley 1st and 10, ball on its own 22, 7:23 on the clock. You would think they'd run the ball.
They shift Uzma Harper over to the right on 1st and 10. They will give it him running wide to the left. No, they'll throw it over the middle, incomplete. They put it in the belly and pulled it out. They were looking for Bird over the middle on a nice pass play. Schuster rifled it over the center, incomplete. Schuster on the day now, 11 for 22 and even 50%, 124 yards, 1 touchdown. He's been sacked once.
And he keeps the clock from running.
They bring Drogosh back in now on second down. That's what's weird about it. They've been alternating it during the same series. Schuster on first down. Now Drogosh on second down. Drogash's only pass was intercepted on a deflection by the lineman. He's going to run here up the middle. He's going to be hit and dropped all the way back at the 18-yard line. Kennedy Nelson wrapped him up. That's a sack jack for the senior from Raleigh, North Carolina.
Nelson had him quickly and never let him go. Only good news is now the clock does start to run.
Third down and 13 for the Lakers. Back at their own 19-yard line. 6:45 to go in this fourth quarter. DU down by 16, hoping to get a stop and get their hands back on the football. Third and long. Back to pass. This is Schuster looking. He throws it over the middle, and it's tipped in the air and incomplete. Good coverage over there by Davenport's Vincent Cooley.
Intended for number 7, Kellen Reed. On the coverage, number 25, Vincent Cooley.
Oh, we got a flag on the play against Davenport, do we?
Offense number 7.
That was on the offense.
25 on the play clock.
So a punting situation. We'll get the ball back to Davenport, I believe. Hergich to punt away.
Goofy series, I think, for Grand Valley. They ran 1 minute off the clock.
Asher Gregory deep for Davenport.
See if Asher can get his hands on some kind of return. He's a dangerous return man. Averages 18.5 yards per kick coming in. He's going to get a chance here. He's going to go back all the way to the 28-yard line. Take it. Asher to the 30. Cuts back by one man to the 35. Gets by another to the 40, and he's run out of bounds. Nice return of about 12 yards for Asher Gregory.
There's a flag on the field.
Flag on the field, and I don't know if that's going to negate the return or what. We'll check it out. Referee will let you know. They're talking to Sparky McEwen. If you want to make him punt the ball again or not. I think he says, yeah, move him back.
Illegal formation. Team. The left guard was not up on the line of scrimmage. That 5-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Replay fourth down.
Yeah, they'll punt it again. Sparky says, yeah, I want to give Asher another shot.
So one of the linemen, a guard, lined up in the backfield. And that was the source or reason for the penalty.
All right, Asher Gregory standing at his own 41-yard line. Hergich will kick the line drive kick. I got a feeling this will be a little bit more of a loft. Good snap. No, it's another line driver. It's short. It takes a fine Grand Valley bounce, so bounces over there. Asher will take it. He bobbles it, grabs it on his own miss. Gets by one man at the 35, and boy, is he hammered hard.
Well, that didn't pay off.
What a hit by Grand Valley that time. That was Luke Stanton, senior from Brighton. What a big hit on Asher, and he's a little wobbly coming off, but he's going off on his own power. 6:04 to go.
So Grand Valley knocked Asher's helmet off there, and at the end of the play, one of the Lakers clownishly sort of watched the helmet roll around on the ground. That caused the officials to wonder if there was going to be some bad blood, but it was avoided. Now they're backing the ball up 5 yards.
There was a 10-yard holding penalty on Grand Valley or Davenport on the return. Back to the 21, 1st and 10. Mac Vandenhout, who was in one series in the first half, has gone most of the way in this second half. Still not sure why Dwan Mathis was taken out. It was an injury or a coach's decision. Empty backfield for Mack. Collins on the jet sweep. They'll give it to him. Runner to the right. He's got room to the 25, 30, 35. And he fumbles the football. It's going toward the sideline, out of bounds. DU will keep it.
Yeah, official pointing to still possession for Davenport.
Regardless of that fumble, Bill, I think we can look for that jet sweep to Caden Collins more and more in the offense as we come home next week against Michigan Tech.
Yeah, I am impressed with Davenport's speed.
Even despite the loss of yardage on the fumble, it's still enough for the first down. 1st and 10 at the 33. Just under 6 minutes left in this game. Davenport down by 16. Van Hout sends Collins in motion the other way, gives it to him. No, Mac's going to keep it. There's a flag on the play. Actually, they blow it dead before the snap on illegal procedure. Somebody moved a little quickly. 1st and 15 for Davenport.
False start. Offense, number 13. 5-yard penalty. First down.
False start on one of the receivers.
Ernest Sanders a little bit eager to get out of his stance. 1st and 15 for DU. Back to the 28. 1st and 15 Davenport. Panthers home 1 week from today, the home opener. In fact, Davenport home for 5 of the next 6 games. 5 out of 6 at the friendly confines. Want to get out there and cheer them on at the farm. 2 o'clock this Saturday against Michigan Tech, the home opener. We'll have the broadcast on Flow Sports. Back to pass. He's flushed out. He's in trouble. He's looking. He throws it across his body and out of bounds. Made sure he got out of the pocket and threw it over the line of scrimmage and out of the sideline for the incompletion. Mack, I think, is just 1 for 10 passing the ball now. He has run for 22 yards, though, despite the loss, a couple losses. 2nd down and 15. Crowd that is still here making some noise. Mack will keep it on the design run. He'll run it to the left. Gets by one man. There's plenty of help. Breaks a tackle, and he's run out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Mack got what he could to about the 31. Bring up 3rd down and long for DU with we approach the 5-minute mark here. Caden Collins checks back in the offense for DU, along with Ernest Sanders. 3rd down and 12. Vandenhout sends Collins in motion. Gives it to him. No, he's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get a few. Oh, he should have given it to him.
Yeah.
Collins had all kinds of room on the right side. Going to bring up 4th down and 10.
2-yard pickup for Vandenhout.
DU will go for it, down by 16 with 4.5 to go in this 4th quarter. Jeremiah Sterling in the backfield now for the first time today for Davenport on 4th down and 10 for DU. Vandenhout back to pass in the pocket. He'll throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. There's nobody there. The receiver went out. The pass went in. Incompletion gives it back to Grand Valley on downs with 4 minutes to go, and the celebration starts on the Grand Valley sideline.
Yeah, Vandenhout looking for Demetrius Garrett, who, as you say, Rick, cut outside. So the ball thrown more down the middle of the field ended up landing on the ground about 10 yards away. 4:01 to play.
So what is very likely the last possession for Grand Valley in this ball game. They'll start at the Davenport 33 after the turnover on downs. I think they've got their number 3 quarterback in there on 1st down. He will keep it on the design run to the outside, breaks one tackle, keeps his balance, gets toward the sideline, then runs out of bounds. Olenizak, Zach Olenizak, a rhythmic name.
Josh Tate had him in the background and let him slip away. But that left Olenizak with he was kind of out of balance after that.
He's a 6'1", 185-pound redshirt freshman. They're running no huddle, but they're using some play clock. They'll use plenty of play clock here. Olnizak stays in. Shifts his running back Jolman off to the left on second down. He gives it to Jolman up the middle. He got a seam close to the first down. He's going to be a little bit shy at about the 25-yard line. Pascal Jolman, the sophomore from Fruitport High School, makes it third down and about 2 for GVSU with 3 minutes exactly to go in this fourth quarter.
Third down, 2.
Davenport with all 3 timeouts left, but they're not in a situation where they're going to be using them, I don't think. Long count by Drogosh, who's back in there at quarterback. They'll shuft him in and out. They'll give it up the middle. They run for the first down to the 20-yard line. First down Lakers. Pascal Jolman moves the chains for GVSU. Without Davenport calling timeouts, they may have to do a whole lot more.
I think we'll run it down to the 2-minute timeout here. Grand Valley already jogging off the field.
Well, as we take the 2-minute timeout here, let's get your reflections, Bill, on what we saw from the Panthers this afternoon.
Well, I thought they played well, and what I don't like is hoping Grand Valley doesn't score again. This will look in the record books like it's been, 30-14 or
that's
maybe
the appropriate
more.
Score, yeah.
Yeah, but no, at halftime they were even in all kinds of statistics. Big third quarter when you think about it for Grand Valley. The safety didn't help us much, but Grand Valley got a touchdown, and I just think Davenport played a lot better than the score will reflect. This will be, unless something surprising happens, the 8th loss in a row in 8 tries for Davenport, and the 30-14 margin just makes it look like it was business as usual. I thought Davenport played fairly well. I've seen a lot of good speed from their receivers. They've got 2 good running backs. Kind of interested in the balance of who's going to take snaps for this team. Hope Dwan Mathis isn't hurt at all, that's not part of the reason for the trade-off. And next week, a really tough Michigan Tech team coming to town.
Coming off an impressive win today for the Huskies. Coming down from the UP, 2 o'clock kickoff at Davenport, home opener. I wonder if there's any team in the country, Bill, we're going to look that up, that's played 4 straight road games in Division II to start the season.
Yeah.
I'd be surprised if there's any. I won't be surprised if there isn't any other one.
Game reset, 2 minutes left in the fourth. First and 10 for your Lakers.
First and 10 for GV. They will keep it on the quarterback bootleg. This is Drogosh running wide to the left. They run him out of bounds. Actually, it's Pascal Jones on the carry. Excuse me. Gets down to the 13. Got 7. It stops the clock, though. He ran out of bounds. I want to see what Scott Wooster does here. Does he tell his guys to keep trying to score? I guess you can't blame him for doing that. The idea is...
Well, he averages 36 a game, and he's a touchdown away from that number.
Jolman stays in the backfield on second down. They'll give it to him up the middle. He fights a little bit short of the line to gain, I believe. He gets to the 12. DU not calling a timeout. Third down and 2 for the Lakers.
Running up the middle might be a sign that they're not greedy for another score.
Kenneth Jones gets in the backfield on third down. They're using the full play clock. Yeah, they're in no hurry to try to score, and they're not saying they're not taking a knee, though. DU's going to have to stop them. So we approach the 1 minute mark. It's kept on the bootleg by Drogish, and he's going to go into the end zone for a touchdown. Brady Drogosh scores again.
Davenport just fooled on that. Put it in the running back's tummy, pull it back out, and go wide play. That is at least the second time we've seen it today.
The third running touchdown for Drogosh, from 12 twice and from 17 the other time. Basic to attempt the PAT with just 1 minute and 3 seconds left. That makes it 37-14 Grand Valley.
So the Lakers average 36 a game, and they get 38.
38, excuse me, yeah, 38.
Davenport gives up 19, and they give up twice that. Would you want to return a kickoff right now, Rick? You would never want to return a kickoff.
No, I would not. But in this situation, if you're fighting for playing time, yes.
Well,
because you're going to have some backups in on special teams, maybe a chance to impress a coach. So to answer your question, yes, I would. What we don't want is George Sims or Kalen Shaw to get injured on a return.
Yeah.
I'd be tempted to put a backup return man back there for DU. I hope he kicks it out of the end zone, to be honest with you. He's going to do a punch kick. It's going to be grabbed by Shaw at the 15 to the 20, the 25 to the 28-yard line. He's spun around and brought down there.
Taken down special teams wise by number 5, Jamari Button. Actually, Derek Woods.
I don't know if Mac Vandenhout will just take a knee.
Also number 20, Kenneth Jones. First and 10 at the 28 for Davenport.
See if we can get Jeremiah Sterling to carry. He's the running back in there. Grad student from Benton Harbor. Let's give Jeremiah a little action here. There you go. They give it to him off the right side. He plows for a yard. They knock him backwards, but they'll give him his yard. Davenport will have one more snap.
Vandenhout was 1 for 11 passing today for 4 yards, sacked once. Mathis 3 for 7. I still hope he's not hurt, Rick.
Yeah, combined 4 for 18 for Davenport in the passing game. They did have a 75-yard touchdown pass, though. Give to Sterling there. He got a little bit more off the left side. That should be the final snap of this ball game. Well, Davenport comes in. They give Grand Valley a really good half. They go to the locker room down 21-14. Lakers get a touchdown and a safety in the early portions of the third quarter to take command of it. To go up by 17, they end up winning it. Final score, Grand Valley 37, Davenport 14. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some final stats here on DUPanthers.com.
Champions know how to seize opportunities. When they see moments of greatness unfold right before their eyes, they push as hard as they possibly can, and then they push harder. Because the heart of a champion never settles, never quits, and never stops giving its all. We are champions. We are Division II. We go big, we give it everything we've got, and we win. On the field, on our campuses, in our communities, for our causes, in our careers. We rise to become champions in everything we do. We are Division II, and there are no limits here. We make our time count. We set our own path. We become champions on our terms. It's time to up your game because we're here to play and learn. But most importantly, we're here to discover ourselves, our vision, our heart, our drive to achieve every goal we aim for because we want to be champions at the highest level, life. At Division II, the opportunities are here. Are you ready?
Back one final time at Lubbers Stadium in Allendale, Michigan. Grand Valley beats Davenport tonight 37-14 to improve to 3-1 on the year. Panthers fall to 2-2. DU falls out of first place in the GLIAC standings. The only time we could say that, when they were 1-0, as the fireworks continue to flow here at Lubbers Stadium. We've got some final numbers for you here. Let's run down the scoring summary, and then Bill give you some stats. Davenport opened the scoring. Opening kickoff marched at 80 yards. Make that 75 yards in 5.5 minutes. Caden Collins with a 10-yard rush for the touchdown. Davenport led it 7-0. Grand Valley came back, scored the next 3 touchdowns. Bird on a 28-yard pass from Schuster. Reed on a 29-yard rush. And Drogosh, the backup quarterback, on a 17-yard rush. That made it 21-7. Looked like Davenport was in trouble, but they came back. And on a one-play drive after that last touchdown by Grand Valley, Duan Mathis hit Ernest Sanders on the sideline. He broke a tackle and raced down the sideline, 75 yards for the touchdown. That made it 21-14 with 3:52 to go in the half, and they went to the locker room, even though Davenport got the ball back one more time. 21-14, the Panthers very much in this game. Third quarter was all Lakers as they got a touchdown from Drogosh, his second of 3 on the ground. And then a safety after Davenport got the ball back on a bad snap on a punt that went over the head of the punter and out of the end zone. Grand Valley added a late window dressing touchdown by Drogosh, his third of the game from 12 yards out. Made it 37-14. Bill, some team numbers.
You bet. Davenport ends up with 193 yards rushing, which ain't bad, but Grand Valley came into this game with an anemic average of 118 per game. They had 254 today, and as you point out, Rick Berkey, quite often on Drogosh's long around the left end touchdown runs. Passing yards, Grand Valley had only 127 after coming in, averaging 265. Davenport 109, but keep in mind that 75 of them were on kind of a blitzkrieg touchdown pass. Davenport 4 for 19 passing for 109, 3 for 18 for 35 yards if you remove the long touchdown pass. Grand Valley 12 for 25 total offense. Davenport ran 64 plays, 302 yards. Grand Valley 63, 381. Davenport had the ball 29 minutes, Grand Valley 31.
Back to your yardage. Remember, Bill, it was 247 to 249, virtually a dead heat in yardage in that first half. In the second half, Davenport got only 55 yards of offense. They held Grand Valley just 122, so a very defensive struggle in the second half. Davenport just an anemic 55 after an impressive 247 in the first half. Go ahead.
That's pretty much what we have there, Rick.
Individual numbers for you. For Davenport on the ground, Caden Collins was the leading rusher with 89 yards on 11 carries, 1 touchdown, 8-yard average. Trey Harris, who came in averaging 8.5, one of the top marks in Division II, 8.5 per carry, held to just 3.5 yards per tote, 16 carries, net 53 yards. Passing the Panthers were just a combined 4 for 18 for 109 yards. Dwan Mathis 3 for 7, including that 175-yard touchdown pass. Mac Vandenhout in relief of him just 1 for 11 for 4 yards. Receiving for Davenport, Keontae Nixon 6 for just 13 yards. George Sims 4 for 17 yards. Ernest Sanders 1. Let me change those. Each of those guys just got 1 pass each. Ernest Sanders 1 catch for 75. Sims 1 for 17. Keontae Nixon 1 for 13. Trey Harris 1 for 4 out of the backfield. And the leading tacklers, Bill, D'Angelo Bellamy had himself a game again for DU.
Yeah, he did. Did he get to double figures?
He got to 9.
Yeah. I think he had one more. Let's give him 10.
We'll call it 10.
Yeah. I really think, Rick, another story of this game, second half. 4 minutes to play in the first. We got a 21-14 ball game. Davenport does not score in the second half. Grand Valley puts up 16. And so 37-14 final in a game that really was close halfway through.
All right, that'll wrap it up here. Thanks to my partner, Bill Rohn, for his fine work today. We'll be back again with the home opener 1 week from today, 2 o'clock at the Farmers Insurance Athletic Complex, Michigan Tech. A big GLIAC Saturday afternoon game. It's homecoming. Get out there, cheer on the Panthers at 2 o'clock. If you can't get out there, catch our Flow Sports video and audio production on dupanthers.com. Thanks to the good folks here at Grand Valley State for hosting us here tonight, making sure we had all our facilities, everything working well. Mostly I want to thank you, the listener, for joining us. Wish we had better results, but Panthers fought hard for the first half, just ran out of gas in the second half. So once again, for Bill, this is Rick saying thanks for tuning in. Again, the final score today, Grand Valley State 37, Davenport 14. So long, everybody.